Thank you! Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. You do that so often, and it's so nice. I appreciate it. Like, it's so sweet. And for 7 months? Like, holy shoot. Thank you. And also, good to see you. I hope your day's going well. Rev says, you're sweet. You're sweet! Reenact the Keanu Reeves, like, what is it? You're breathtaking! You're breathtaking! That's how I feel. Thank you. You're so nice. And hearts back at you. I hope your day is going well, and I hope it has been kind to you. And I hope these children outside my window are quiet on stream, because they are shouting and running around. Rose says, this is so nice, a departure of the previous year. Thank you! I wanted to say goodbye to the year of the tiger. So, in future context, this video won't make sense at first, having a billion tigers on it, but I'm gonna be making art inspired by all these tigers. I mean, I think it'd be nice to also talk about, like, the previous year and how it's been, and unfortunately, everyone I know the previous year was not nice. Russ says nothing wrong with too many tigers. I would agree, especially Tony the tiger, the first tiger who made the list, because he's really, really cool. And remember, oh, hello, 4 Scorpions, how are you? We're saying goodbye to 2022. It still sounds kind of weird to me, because I want to be like, goodbye, 2021. But, you know, that's just the year transition. That's normal. Mo says, to be fair, I would have put Tigger first. That is so fair. Kid me would have put Tigger first, but adult me sees this. And is like, ooh. That's a nice tiger. Again, I don't really think I'm a furry, but I would not blame anyone for calling me one. 4 Scorpion says, I'm very tired, but very alright today, thank you. Hope you've been well, and it's nice to see you. The feeling is mutual, both being tired, and it's nice to see you too. I'm glad today was alright. I hope this year's filled with a bunch of happy tomorrows, and happy todays. Rev says, I mean, Tony's a Chadly Chad with big assets. Yeah, I'm not even really that into that. But he's so cute, too, and I feel like what is it? Cute, macho, or whatever, together, like cute, muscular. And it doesn't matter what gender you are. But cute plus muscular is like a huge, sweet, like, soft spot for me. And I'm like, it makes me so happy. And Rev says, call it tendencies, Rainy. That's what I call it for me, lol. Yeah, you know, I got furry tendencies. I'm also furry adjacent. I'm related to a furry. In fact, last time, I worked on a FurCon badge, and I figure I could share that with you guys. Because, you never got to see it end. Like, I finished it off stream. So let me go ahead and grab that. Where is it? Goodness, I got so many folders. Okay. I have 2 versions. This is the fur badge I did last time. And 4 Scorpion says, January's throwing me around a bit, like a lot of people I know, but I'm thinking it's gonna ease up. That's fair. I think it's good to have that optimism too. But like, transitioning the year is kind of rough on everyone. It's like the Monday of the year. Or it's like, oh, here we go again. But it doesn't spare us, that's for sure. But we can make the most of it. And it sounds like you are. And would furry adjacent just be fuzzy? Yeah. Like those Funko Pops that are made out of felt. I mean, felty. Mib says, that's so awesome! Thank you! I made a version without twin tails. And this is their Sona Entropy. And it's based off the whole, like, 2000s, 2010 era of, like, seeing kids stuff. And this is the version with twin tails. They like both. I think they like the twin tails more, so that's cool. It's very moe. I put the Envy flag in there, and I put the Modica in there, and their favorite color palette's like the pink, blue, purple. So I try to put that in there. And it's like on a guitar picky shape, but I don't play guitar, so that might be a little misshapen, but they said it was good. They were super stoked, so I was like, oh good, I did a good job, I think. According to them, I think if the person you're giving the gift to likes it, that's a certified success. But 4Scorpion says, love the checkerboard. Entropy, oh, such a cutie goat. I know! Entropy's adorable. Let me see if I still have them, their reference sheet up on the actual file. Because these are just PNGs, but let me check the actual file. Like, do I still have those? I think so, yeah. We'll zoom in on it. And get this guy out of here. Or I'll just copy and paste it into my new file. Where is it? There we go. This is them. They're super cute. Though this is like an older reference sheet, they don't use female pronouns anymore. Or they don't use she, her. And they are actually 28. This is their last year sheet. But, they are a gazelle? An okapi? Oh my god. They've had this Sona since I was in, like, middle school? I should really know what this species is. It's this. It's, like, got a long name, I think. Like, it's not just an okapi or gazelle, it's like a something something horn, dorsal something something. Long name. But, I mean, that's how some species go, I guess. Oh, this is it. It's actually way shorter. Dorcas gazelle. But the way I draw furries is really species ambiguous. The way they draw species is very, very, like... But what is this long message? Oh, it popped up in pink, so I thought it was spam. I'm so sorry. This is a person, I think. Let me check. Hi. I want to offer promotion. Okay, it's not a person. It's, a spam. Alright. Ooh, is this my first time having to delete or block someone? That's exciting. It may be unfortunate for many people to know. I don't know how to do that. But they're not in chat anymore, it appears. So I'm just gonna delete the message. Oh, 4Scorpions reported it as well. Thank you. I'm, not good at that. I've had it on my to-do list for a long time to feel like, how do you figure out how to block someone? I need to figure that out because someday I'm gonna run into some unsavory person, surely, and have to block them on stream. Knock on wood, may it not be today. But thank you for reporting it. And, let me scroll up, because I was like, oh, long message, and I feel like that happened to me last time I got a super long message that was spam, because I was like, what the, is this an ad? Because, like, the first time viewer chat thing is encased in pink or purple, and I'm, like, not used to that. I'm like, wait, that's not a normal message. It must be spam. Or, like, Twitch contacting me. I don't know why. I don't know, that's what I assume. Aw, thanks, Shover, for the gift sub. To my senpai, too, who's the whole reason we're doing this stream today. Wow, how fitting. Also, hello, hope you're doing well. And 4Scorpions also says, ooh, a gazelle, not goat. Beg pardon, third party hair that is not present. Or, third party that is not present. I don't know why I read hair. Oh my goodness. I added a tag recently that says, sick and hazy currently to my stream, so that, like, please know my missayings are just 100% that, and then 1 extra percent ADHD. And Vivi says, hi, Rain. Hello, Vivi. How are you? This is my sibling on screen. I will get them off screen, because today we are not working on their fur badge. Those are completed. But, how are you? Vivi says, I'm good. What about you? I'm doing alright. Currently still sick and hazy. That's not gonna change soon. We're okay about that. But I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Shover says the winds are angry today. Oh no. I also heard your morning didn't start off very well. Not to, like, blast that. You don't have to respond. If you don't want to. I mean, you posted it publicly to Twitter, so, I mean, I hope it's not, like, blasting. Like, I hope that your day has gotten better, and I heard you streamed earlier, and, I'm glad to see that has improved your mood, though the winds clearly are still having an attitude. So, fuck those guys. And Four Scorpion says it's windy here too. Oh goodness. Honestly, it's been so windy here that like I have to turn the volume up so loud on the television and stuff and on my like entertainment to be like able to hear it because the wind next to the window is so sharp. I hope you guys don't have like a headache from it. But yeah, I've been taking some ibuprofen. I like the sound, but it's a bit much. And Vivi says, hazy? Yeah, I've been actually sick since August, which is weird because that made me realize that you've only known me since I've been like super sick. But I promise, from April to August, I wasn't this sick all the time. But the only thing that's really important about it for streaming's sake is like frequency on streaming is low and mental capacity is also low. So like I get really hazy sometimes when talking and my memory is like really poor. But like I already was kind of forgetful sometimes because like ADHD stuff, but not usually in conversations. And that happens unfortunately more often now. Because I forget stuff really fast. But I try not to. And I succeed half the time. And Sherber says, no, you are fine, right? Do not worry. Oh, good. And I was blown into an evergreen. It did not feel very good. Oh! Well, now I am worried. I'm sorry. Are you okay? And Four Scorpion says, oh no, prickly. Yeah, evergreens are really hardy. I mean, they smell nice, but definitely wouldn't want to get blown into one. And Vivi says, oh, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you! Yeah, I'm kind of used to it now. It's been like, well, how many months is that? I'm not gonna try to count. We got August, September, we got October. I don't know why I put an R in September, sir. I'm just blaming every deficiency on being sick. It's my crutch now. Like, actually, I'm just hazy, that's all, haha. But August, September, October, November, December, and it was actually the 21st of August. And now we're about to approach that with January, because we're, like, on the 19th. But, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, we're approaching 5 months of this. I'm pretty used to it. For a while, I just didn't stream at all, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try my best anyways. I really want to stream at least 3 times a month, so I'm hoping to stream today and tomorrow. And Four Scorpion says, Wind said, you're gonna hug this tree. Yeah, very forcibly. This is so rude. Heck you, Wind. And Sherpa says, I'll be fine. I already... Why am I trying to read the tiny chat? Let me read the bigger chat. I will be fine. I already pruned my being of leaves and sticks. I should have stuck to the ground. Air travel was not wise. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine flying in this time of day would be pretty hard. Oh, hello, Guyan! Hi! Guyan says, hey, hi, Rain. Hello. I hope your day is treating you well. Seems like the wind has been, pretty boisterous today. Hopefully where you're at, it's a little calmer. Guyan says, hee hee, tiny chat. Yeah, that's even harder to read because I'm reading, I was reading chat on the capture and not on the actual chat log. And it's so much tinier on the capture. And I'm like, why was I... That's so tiny. That's so tiny that on the capture, it's not legible. But, yeah, I'm glad if you're feeling better now, Shobra, and I hope that you're safe now from the winds. And today, oh, thank you for the hydrate, Vivi. I will totally do that. I'm gonna drink tea first, and then I'm gonna drink water, I swear. I promise. Or Scorpion says, what kind of tea? I kind of just picked it out of the last 2 ones in my black tea, like, arsenal. And, I think it was Earl Grey or Irish breakfast tea, but based on the taste, it's definitely Earl Grey. But that's the only reason I didn't answer right away, so I was like, wait, what were the last 2 left inside the bag? Oh no, it wasn't Earl Grey, it was English breakfast tea. Ahaha. Figured it out. And Shobra says, your words are most kind. Thank you, Rain. Oh, well, I think kind people deserve kind words, so if my words are kind, then thank you. But I love black tea so much. I haven't drinking it super much lately, because they told me not to, like doctors said don't drink caffeine, but, like, I don't drink a lot of caffeine anyways, just in tea, so I've been finding decaf black tea, and I actually have decaf chai, but I'll allow myself 1 caffeine a day, and that's this, here, English breakfast tea. It's very good. With, like, a little tiny dash of milk, and, like, a scoop of sugar. But Shobra says, indeed, I had thought it was a wind elemental, but I was mistaken. I mean, the wind can be so strong sometimes, it feels like it is a force, like its own mind in a way. McGuire says, gosh, I really can't tell your model's 2D or 3D. I'm gonna take that as a huge-ass compliment, thank you. It's 2D. I drew it, and my super-duper talented friend Adrian rigged it. She actually rigs, and, is gonna be taking on clients and stuff, and she's super-duper talented. I'll write her name on the board. On the blackboard. Go on, write it up, children, on the board. You better not be children here. This is 18 plus only. But, figuratively, children, right on the blackboard. Boris Scorpion says, English breakfast tea is nice. Yeah, I actually just like a lot of black teas, but, I don't drink a lot of citrusy teas, or super sweet teas, but I like flowery teas, like white teas too. And green tea's good. What are your favorite kind of teas? Also, what's everyone up to today? How's it going? Boris Scorpion says, I drink a lot of herbal tea. A lot of caffeinated teas don't taste flowery enough for me. That's fair. I do think flowery teas are nice and black teas are nice. The only ones I don't really like are citrusy or fruity teas. But, herbal tea in general is nice. It feels good to drink. I definitely had one last night before bed. But there's a lot of really good uncaffeinated teas, and since I don't drink caffeine outside of tea, because I don't really like soda that much, and I don't really like coffee at all, I don't drink a lot of caffeine, so the doctor's like, I know, this might be sad, but no caffeine. And I was like, oh no, that doesn't change a lot. I'll just find decaf black tea somewhere. Guy says, do you like herbal tea as well? And Boris Scorpion says, I drink chamomile, and I just want to say echidna, but I know it's like, I mean, if it follows the rule of echidna, then it'd be like echinacea the most often. But flower teas are so nice. Like, I really like lavender tea a lot. Guy says, oh, please share the link once they open rig commissions. They did such a great job. Oh, I mean, honestly, let me see if I can, is it like Twitter? When you do a Twitter link, do you do twitter.com/that person's name? Because if so, let me see if that worked. Did that bring us to them? Yeah, there they are! Cool. I figured it out. But yeah, they're super cool. They haven't made a public announcement about it, but I figure if someone contacts them, then they would be able to get into it. They definitely do the art and rig for every model they do, except for mine. They were like, alright, I can work with your art, you can do the art, and I'll rig it. And I'm like, okay, thank you, because her style is really detailed, and mine is, as you can tell, not. So, she was like, yeah, I'm not gonna try to do what your thing is. Just draw it, I'll rig it. And I was like, thank you. But thank you, they did a great job, I totally agree. Boris Scorpion says, yeah, super acidic teas are nyeh. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. Shobra says, I'll be spectating the stream in the background. An opponent from across the internet wishes to play Lethal Blaze with me. Or Lethal League Blaze with me. I don't know what that is. Sounds lethal. Have fun and good luck and stay safe. But, thanks for spectating. And thanks for stopping by. Boris Scorpion says, it's red like echinacea. Oh, I got it! Yay! Guy says, I like strong herbal teas, mint, anise, and rosehip are my favorite. Ooh, rose teas are so nice, and I used to be, like, obsessed with peppermint teas. I would drink them, like, every day, all the time. Strong herbal teas are really underrated. A lot of people think that it just has to be delicate, but it's not. And Boris Scorpion says, ooh, rosehip is so good, too. Oh, hello, Sakura! Hi! Sakura says, hi, Rainy! Hello! How are you? And Sakura says, Ursa will be here soon. Oh, wonderful! I love Ursa. And speaking of people I love, hello, Paul. How's it going? Thanks for sharing your tea preferences, too. Rue says, I like spearmint. I think spearmint is great. I have a lot of friends who disagree, and I think that's fine. Sakura says, hee hee, I love Ursa, too. He's a lovable guy. There's nothing not to love about him. Before Scorpion says, spearmint is nice for when your stomach hurts. Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of things where I'm like, oh, this is good for relaxing, or like, this is good for stomach stuff, and then I have friends who are like, yeah, no, I hate that, and I'm like, oh, imagining a world without it. I'm sure you've gotten by, and you can do it just fine, but I cannot. So, good luck, and I'm sure you have your own vices too. Yeah, this is my friend who did my rigging. Very cool. And Marissa's, that's why I'm drinking some. Ah, heck yeah, tea party! Also, hello, Fox, how's it going? Fox says, hello, Rain. Hello back to you, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And Four Scorpion says, love that for you, Ruger. Yeah, that's awesome. We should all be drinking tea, if we like tea. If you don't like tea, you know, that's fair. You did you. And Fox says, good, been a good week. That's wonderful to hear, I'm so glad. Ushering in the new year with some good vibes, some good luck, some good week, and good health, hopefully. And Paul says, think. Yeah, we all deserve a good cup of... I guess I was gonna say, like, a good cup of tea, but everyone likes tea, and I was like, maybe, like, a good warm drink. And I'm like, well, what if there are people out there who don't like warm drinks? That's fine, but I wonder. Also, hello, Ursa! Thanks for subscribing! That's so sweet of you. I appreciate it. And how's it going? How are you? Ursa says, guess, Ursa, he's here! I don't have to guess. You made your presence known, and thank you so much. Thanks for your support. Oh my goodness. I'm having such a nice time. We're just looking at tigers and chatting. Ursa says, am sleepy. I bet you are. I heard you had the day off from school. That's exciting. And you played in the snow? It is so warm here. I almost switched to my sleeveless model. It is, like, hot. It's so stupid. I want the snow back. And Sakura says, Ursi! Oh, so cute. And Ursa says, Sakura! Oh, uniting in chat. And Vor Scorpion says, OMG, seeing this emote enlarged is so nourishing. Aw, I'm glad. Yeah, I figured making it both like a sub thing and a heart emote would be nice, because, like, heart emotes are radical. And, oh, thanks for taking off my coat, Guyan. A lot colder now. Thank you. I appreciate it. Guyan says, let me help you with the heat. You're a real friend. Thanks. Oh my gosh, Sakura, thank you for subscribing too. Goodness gracious, so much support today. You guys are so nice to me. And head pats. Oh, I haven't even started drawing yet, and everyone's been so nice. Thank you. Oh yeah. I can disable head pats in here. Does that mean I can frown? Yeah, I can frown. Last time, I don't know who was here for that moment, but last time freaking VTube Studio wouldn't let me frown on stream, and I was like, what if I'm sad? Let me frown. And thanks for the head pats, and thanks for the subscribing. And Sakura says, yay, cute emotes. Oh, I'm so glad. I gotta make another one. I think everyone wanted like a blushy one last time, and I was like, but blushy smug or blushy like soft-hearted? And they almost got a tie, but everyone, well, made a tie at first, and then everyone was like, no, you should be smug blushy. And I was like, okay. So I think the next emote will probably be the one that got second place, which was like shy blushy. And then I think that's all the slots I got for now. Oh, but I also really want to do a cheerleading emote, because I like cheering people on, and I know so many nice, cheerful people who like doing the same. And Ursa says, let's go! Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Oh, cool, and Ursa says, I didn't have school today, so I'm really happy. I am glad you're happy. A happy Ursa makes for a happy world. But, oh yeah, was I saying something? Oh yeah, I wanted to make it a sub emote, and I wanted to make, I wanted to use my emote larger, because it has a lot of detail you can't really see in the tiny self. I'm glad if you're satisfied by it too, because my, the self that worked on it is always like, haha, I gotta show you at full size! Hi, hooray! Sakura says, I just got home from work, just in time for cute alien boy stream. Aw, thank you! I appreciate it, and thanks for stopping by! And also, congrats getting off of work. I hope work was kind to you today. I just realized, though, I usually stream art, like, after getting the concept sketch down. Because it takes, like, 2% concentration. And I do not have 2% concentration ever when I stream. And now I'm like, oh, I have to make a composition right now. How do I do that? How do I make a composition on stream? I think I've done it before. But I'm like, this is a new challenge. And I'm excited for it. I want to see what I can do. Surely I can make a composition. I mean, I've been arting since I was, like, able to hold a pencil, so my body will remember. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Nozaki, like the anime, but there's like a moment where the guy is like really, really sick, and he is like, has to get this manga done, and he's like, oh, it's okay, my body will remember, and he like tries to draw on paper while he's resting, and it just turns into like a really like, he's like, it's okay, my body will remember, because I've drawn my whole life, and then it turns out like that, and yeah, no, your body doesn't remember when you're sick, it has gotta fall apart. And Sakura says, I just got home from work just in time for cute alien boy stream. I'm so sorry, I'm embarrassed I reread that. It's because out of the corner of my eye, the animated emotes make it look like a line is going up sometimes. It's like an optical illusion, and I'm like, oh, that means that the newest thing is a new thing. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna do this. But I'm just basking in the glow of everyone's niceties. And I'm gonna drink a thing of tea. 1 second. Got it. I hope I pressed mute after I swallowed. Something tells me I just pressed unmute and then swallowed. And I hope that noise doesn't capture on stream. I don't like gross, like, swallow or eating noises. And I don't want to make anyone have to hear those. But also, speaking of gross things, have any of you guys heard of, vulture bees? Don't look it up. It's like, especially if you've got a thing like tryptophobia, or like you don't like holes. But like, I think that's what it's called. It might be a myth. I didn't look into it. But someone's like, did you hear about vulture bees? They make their hives in, carcasses. So it's like dead things with a bunch of beehives and like honeycombs in it. It's so gross. It's like, I can totally handle gore and stuff. But like, I don't know if I can handle seeing bugs combined with gore. It's really impressive though. It's really, really disgusting. Like, I feel like that makes for cool character design, but... Also, I heard it has been raining a lot on the west coast of America. And I don't know if any of you guys are there, but if you are, stay safe, because it's apparently gotten pretty intense. But, it's been raining a little bit here. In the state I live in, it's not, like, it barely rains at all. It's super sad, and I hate it. I want to move soon to somewhere that rains a lot. But it's actually been raining a little bit lately. I think I fell asleep to the sound of rain last night. Now, it can be kind of hard to tell the difference between, like, the sound of rain and your cat bathing himself on top of your top bunk. Ah, speaking of top bunks, I'm so excited. My sibling's gonna be here next week. Just, like, less than a week from now, in 6 days. Ah, I'm so excited. Oh, I didn't even go through all my tigers first. Anyways, I'll wrap up this. But I'm just so excited because they're coming and they're gonna visit. And we used to share a bunk bed when we were kids. And, I have a bunk bed currently. I just sleep on the bottom bunk in, like, a canopy for the most part. But the top bunk, the cat's like. But it's cool because we'll be sharing a bunk bed like when we were kids again. Did you guys ever have bunk beds? And Four Scorpion says, I also just got done with work. Love when people are done with work. I love when people are done with work. I mean, like, even if it's a job you, like, love and are obsessed with. Like, when you get off of it, it's like, cool, now you can do personal stuff that you love or are obsessed with. And I feel like you can also rest, which is so important. Which, speaking of rest, I think departing from 2022 is nice. I hope it's very, very different. Because it doesn't seem like it gave a lot of people rest. It was a very, like, high-energy year, where everyone kind of was, like, on a treadmill, but were so tired that they had to keep going anyways. It totally stunk. I hope next year, everyone can rest a lot more. And Ursa says, Brony is visiting, let's go! Yeah! Ebony will be here. I'm so excited for it. And Four Scorpion says, I had bunk beds, but no sibling entity. I like to watch TV from the top bunk and eat Lunchables. Dude, bunk beds when you have both bunks is so fun. Like, I like having the top bunk option. It's so fun. I just put out stuffed animals everywhere and, like, have, like, a cute quilt for the top bunk, but like the bottom bunk can be boring. But the top bunk is so cute. Also, hello, Sturm. How's it going? How are you doing? Sturm's saying, oh, hey, guess I got lucky to catch you. Oh, I'm lucky to catch you too. Thank you. And Poor Scorpion says, it was nice for sleepovers too. Oh, for sure. I had a bunk bed in college, and whenever I had sleepovers, it was definitely like so much easier. Although I still did cuddle with some friends on the bottom bunk. I'm not an incredibly affectionate person, so it was nice to be like, I actually have 2 bunks. I have a reason to not share a bed with someone. I have 2 mattresses. Marissa says, same. Oh wait, we talked about this the other day, haha. About bunk beds and super cute stuff? Actually, that does ring a bell, but we talked about a lot the other day. We had like a 5-hour call. It was a wonderful call. And Sam says, oh well, I went out, came back. But yeah, I guess plenty of stuff went on my end. Let me see. Making sure I read it right, because I keep just reading the capture. But it sounds like you've been busy then. I hope good busy. And Urza says, yep. And Danny says, hi. Hello, Danny. How's it going? Welcome to chat. Thanks for stopping by. Hope today's treating you well. But it sounds like Sturm's had quite the busy day. I hope decent busy and not like an awful busy. But regardless, I'm glad if you're being able to rest now. Also, as this is your first time chatting here, Danny, I do not get art done as productively as you do. For anyone who doesn't know, Danny does super duper awesome art. But, if I don't have a composition when I go into the stream, I have a lot of self-doubt that I'm going to be able to actually make something and not just, like, be very distracted and not make any art at all. But you know what? I'm gonna change that. I want to change that. And Sturm says, yeah, I went to my trans meeting today, chatting with others. Ooh, do you have any friends there? I'm glad if you had a good, like, I guess it's a good time to at least be able to talk about identity with others. And Danny says, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good. A little warm. It's super warm here. I wish it were colder because it's winter. But I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Hope the weather there is nice. Actually, right now, I realize I'm dressed kind of for stream. Because I'm like, okay, let me draw a quick me. Boop. There's eyes. Okay. These are squares, not circles, thank you. Though if you drew them as circles, I would not be offended. And he says, yeah, it's my first time in your stream. Well, it's very exciting to have you here. Thanks for being here. And Four Scorpion says, welcome in. Yeah, I hope you enjoy your time and can, like, take it easy and stuff. But it'll be pretty chill, because I'm just kind of coasting. But, someone says, yeah, but yeah, I commissioned some art and got another art gift. Ooh, that's so exciting. Did you post it? Or I would love to see later in DMs if you haven't. Or wait to see when it is posted if you do post it. So, this is me right now. Except that, well, I guess I actually have a headband pulling my hair back, but whatever. I am just wearing one really big shirt, because it is so hot outside. These are my tiny arms. And it has, this is how it fits into stream, it has a little tiger on it. And I'm gonna be drawing tigers today. So, that's, and oh yeah, and tiny shorts. But, for the most part, this is me. This is heat waves, not stink waves. Being really hot right now. And Sturm says, but yeah, planning a couple of things right now. Stream, IRL, and work. Wow. Sounds like your day continues to be busy, but all good things. I mean, yeah, the artist posted it. Ooh! Thank you for sharing. Let me see. Wow. That's so beautiful! Oh, I love the ears and the whiskers so much. Here, I'll share it with you guys on stream so you can see. You can also just click the link, because I recommend liking and retweeting. Look at this beautiful, beautiful artwork of Sturm! Gosh, so many layers and everything. Oh, I'm glad they drew you and they enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed drawing you. I just did a little sketch, but it was very fun. Guy says, rain becoming steam. So that's actually my NSFW art tag, is rain gets steamy. So, high five. I love that pun. Actually, some people are like, man, I hope no one makes a joke out of my name. I am so okay if people make jokes out of my name. It makes me so happy. And Poor Scorpion says, ooh, the colors, whoa, it's so rich looking. Yeah, right? Like, so vibrant, but also, like, really, like, subdued. It's got a good, like, very elegant vibe. And Storm says, yeah, I commissioned her, actually, since I got 2 pieces of art for free from her. Ooh. Well, exciting that they now are, like, what's it called? When you're a client, they're the worker? Are they the commissioner? I'm glad you can pay them now, is what I mean. That's exciting. She does wonderful stuff. Oh wait, did I delete any? No, I didn't delete any tigers, but I did delete my sketch. You know what? I am gonna delete my sketch. I know it's anti-progress, but I'm not feeling it. I kind of want to do something that's, like, cute. Let me get rid of these guys. I want to do something that's, like, cute, where it's, like, a bunny self, and it's like, I got this, and it's like, thumbs up. And the tiger self's like, kind of patched up, like it's got band-aids, and because last year was a lot. And, it's like, you got this, bro, like, carry on. And it's recovering. But that's kind of sad. I'll do a different composition. And then the legs kick up, and it's like, I'm on my way. This is just one concept sketch, but let me see. Or says, I can't wait for my commission day to come. Hehe. Yeah! I was hoping to get at least 1 commission done for my good friend J-Rod before the year is over. If I can get this piece done today, that's what I'm going to be working on art stream tomorrow. Because I really want to get commissions rolling this year with my friends. And I want to finish J-Rod's so that I can get started on another wonderful person's commission. And Four Scorpion says, starting over can be progress. You're totally right. I mean, isn't that the whole symbol of the years passing and stuff? Like, sure, it's not like there's a timer that resets when a new year comes by. But I think being able to see a fresh start, even if it's just celebrating the idea of a fresh start, and it's just, you know, the days are moving forward. There's really no restart at all. But, like, it's the idea of a fresh start, giving yourself some leeway and understanding, and refreshing your desire for goals over and over again, every year. That's very exciting. And I think maybe starting over a sketch is kind of like that. The guy says, oh no, I remember seeing a blurred post from you and thought, it's probably a meme. Let's see. And nope, it wasn't. No! Yeah, I try to make it like it sucks, because Twitter, you can only scroll upwards, but the actual post, I put, like, content warning. Like, genitalia. There is actual, like, intercourse happening. Like, I try to put, like, really big warnings, and I put the hashtag RainGetSteamy just so that, like, people can block it if they don't want to see NSFW from me. But, like, Twitter just kind of fucks all those efforts up because it shows you the picture first. So I put the, like, little warning on it. Like, nudity warning. But, like, even then, it could just be a meme. Like, it could just be someone being silly, because I've definitely seen that before, and, like, I don't care what I see, so I just kind of unblur everything. But I know there are people who do, and it's like, who's to say it's not a meme or not? And, like, you can't see the content warnings, you just see the picture first, and, like, the, like, unblurability, and it's like, why is the unblurability there before you show me, like, show people the words I said that are the warning? So it's like, I mean, I had several people do that. Like, you're not even the only one. Like, several people. So, like, not trying to say it is definitely very common. Like, I am trying to say it's very common for people to be like, oh, I'm just gonna blur it first, and not know that I'm posting NSFW, because apparently it surprised a lot of people that I also do NSFW stuff. Which is okay. I think that surprise is fine, and probably, you know, founded on the fact that I seem very say-so, but I'm very not. So, anyways, yeah, it caught some people off guard. My bro, I think my brother, was like, oh, what's this? And unblurred it and was like, what is it? And I was like, brother, I tried to warn you, I'm so sorry. But yeah, no matter all my efforts, Twitter's still gonna give you the picture and the unblur option first. And I'm like, that's so unfortunate. Why? Why? Mr. M says, well, I could pay her previously. The first one was kind of a little doodle she did on stream, and the second one was a surprise gift she did because she liked my design so much. Oh, I mean, yeah, you can always, like, tip someone if they give you fan art and stuff, but it's definitely not an obligation there. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not giving you art for gain. They're giving you something. You're the one who's intended to gain there. It's like being like, oh man, I didn't get you a present, which I do a lot, but I shouldn't. Because it's like, oh, I didn't get you a present, but you got me one, now I feel bad. And it's like, no, no, no. The intention of the gift they give you is for you to enjoy it. So, yeah, I guess you could tip them, but you do not have to. In my opinion. Before Scorpion says, love this concept, also love rabbits. I'm Year the Rooster, though. Ooh, I think I've only ever met one Year the Rooster my whole life. That's so cool. And Storm says, but yeah, part of the doodle I ended up using as an emote. Aw, I love that emote. It's so cute. Yeah, I like the colors in it a lot. And Ursa says, when is Year of the Bear? An unsay-so alien, I like ye. Yeah, you're probably the most aware that I intend to make a lot of NSFW content someday. Not like exclusively like a ton. It'll not ever be outweighed by like non-lewd content. But I really want to make more lewd content someday. It's my dream. Before Scorpion says, I'm a rooster scorpion. Some kind of manticore gone wrong. You mean manticore gone right? You were the blueprint. They should have followed it. Also, that makes sense. Because, oh, I thought you said rooster Scorpio. I was like, that makes sense you're a Scorpio, because you're a scorpion. But I don't know if you're a Scorpio. Wait, aren't you also a Leo? And Storm says, here's the full piece of art. Ooh, let me see. Aww. Yeah, I can see where you use the emote here. Let me share it with you guys. This is so pretty. I love this person's ability to simplify and also do detail at the same time. She's very talented. And yeah, there's your little emote. So cute. Your haircut's so adorable. It does remind me a lot of your model. Thank you for sharing. And also thanks for saying, this composition's good. I mean, I might go with it. I might try to do one more where the tiger doesn't look as sad about the year 2022. I'm not trying to make year 2022. It's not like it was all bad. I mean, like, I'm sure we've all had good moments in 2022. Do you guys have any fun milestones or intervals in 2022 you want to share? Because I think for me, I stopped working, which was really cool. I've always wanted to, like my mom growing up, she was like a housewife / like stay-at-home mom. But, I always thought that was really cool, because then it made that she had all this time to reach out to the rest of the family and, like, keep us all together and stuff. And I didn't really think that was an option for me, because I'm aromantic and I don't want kids. So I'm like, well, what do I do? But my roommate's like, oh, well, I definitely really want a job. So I can just support you. And that was super nice. The only thing that stinks is that the second I stopped working, I had to, I got really sick. I stopped working at the end of July. Then I went on a trip for my birthday at the beginning of August. And then I got really sick at the end of August. And I was like, dang it, I want to just enjoy my non-working life. But I'm trying to do that now. Sick or not, I'm going to try to enjoy it. And Storm says, but yeah, she did a fun gender bender art stream where viewers could send them pictures and she gender bent them. But yeah, I sent her a picture of male IRL me and let her design a gender bend of me. Oh, well, I like the picture she made of you. And so yeah, it's kind of future IRL me somewhat. Yeah, well, it's good to have a picture to visualize your goals and stuff. That's exciting. Before Scorpion says, good on you listening to yourself and taking a rest. Hate all that sickness for ya. Thanks. I mean, I'm definitely by far not the only person who got super sick, but I think, it definitely isn't fun. But you can make life fun even if that's the case. I believe that. And I'm gonna try to do that for myself. And I think this is really fun, so thank you. Okay, so maybe it's like the tiger's like, it's still beaten up. because it was, I mean, you every year kind of beats you up a little bit. Oh wait, I just realized the one happy thing I said about 2022 ended poorly. That's terrible. Okay, happy things in 2022. So, happy 2022. 1, I no longer have to work. It doesn't matter if I got sick. No longer have to work. And, oh, I don't have neighbors anymore. I did not like those guys. No neighbors. They were very loud and rude, and they weren't very friendly. So that's cool. And, well, what's gaining something that's positive? Oh, I know what happened in 2022. I started streaming. That's so exciting. And then I met Ursa, and I met you guys, and I met Tiraf, and I met Ergo, and I met Grezzy. I'm gonna say met many new friends. That's so many new things. Last year was very fruitful. So many new friends. And, ooh, I decided to make an eat-a bag. I just started that this year though, so technically not last year. I played Sonic Forces, which was really fun. Even though a lot of people don't like it. I also really, really liked Frontiers. I beat Frontiers. And, I would say I found new hyperfixations. But those are more over on my art account. So I won't get super into them. I started making more OC artwork specifically. And I love that. I love having new things to, like, focus on. Ooh, I watched Code Lyoko, and that was great. I never watched it because I was a very prudish child who didn't like the foreheads, but it's awesome. Oh, not Code Lyoko, or Lyrics. Code Lyoko is great. So that was cool. Yeah, there were some good things there. Let me see. Miss Thurm says, but yeah, I commissioned 2 pieces of art from her, which are related to each other. Ooh, I can't wait to see them pieced together. And Poor Scorpion says, balancing taking care of yourself when you're not doing so well, plus what you still want to do / gotta do, is some work. That's something I got a lot better with in 2022. Oh, I'm so happy for you! Oh, I'm so proud of you. That takes, like, a lot of work, you're right. I'm so glad. I hope I can do the same thing in 2023. Like, being, like, balancing sickness with, like, life balance is really hard. Finding what you want to do and what you gotta do, that's really hard too. Because, like, you can't just do what you gotta do. If you can, if at all possible, do what you want to do too, then you definitely gotta. For yourself. So I'm glad if you balance that out. I hope you're proud of yourself too. Yeah, this is a good 2022. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of dark stuff in it, but it's nice to be able to reflect on all the things that make us smile. I'm gonna erase those though, because that's where my composition's going. Oh yeah, I still haven't told you guys all the tiger inspirations. Okay, I'll go over these briefly. He says, and then probably goes on a 10-hour tangent for each one, and the stream just becomes talking about these tigers. Okay, Tony the Tiger. Literally, mostly what I gotta say about Tony the Tiger is, over Thanksgiving, I was gone away from my roommate, Brevs, and I was telling my parents how Tony the Tiger is definitely the sexiest, like, cereal mascot, and they were like, that's fair. And then, turns out, while I was gone, Brevs had the same conversation with their parents because they got Tony the Tiger socks for Christmas to commemorate it. And I didn't know that until I saw the socks, and I was like, oh my god, I just had a conversation about how Tony the Tiger is, like, the sexiest. And Brevs was like, oh, that's why I got these socks. And it's like, how do I live with someone who also just knows Tony the Tiger is the sexiest? If not because Tony the Tiger is the sexiest. That's it. Poor Scorpion says, ooh, let me see, let me scroll up. Oh no, it's Sturm who said, I guess for me 2022, I opened Pandora's box. I live by myself again. I finally started to open myself, which includes streaming. I found places where I really feel at home, and I tried a lot of new stuff. Aw, new discoveries, and, like, talking to yourself, and, like, finding yourself, and, like, doing so much for yourself. That's amazing, like, finding yourself a home and stuff, like, I hope you're proud too. That's so nice. And Four Scorpion says, I've been at it a while, plus it's still hard sometimes. But I can also feel how much I've improved when it feels challenging and I keep gaining momentum. That's awesome! Like, not everyone can improve so easily, and not everyone can keep moving forward so easily. And I know you don't do it easily, so that's not the right word. But not everyone can do those, even through struggles and through hardships. And, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, we can only wish that they do. So it's nice to see, like, success stories, if that's the right word for it. It's nice, because it gives you hope. Like, as someone who has yet to succeed at coping with all those things, personally, it's really nice to hear that you have. It makes me feel like it's possible. So thank you for the inspiration. And Storm says, I guess I'll just, name the good things. I mean, sometimes the years beat you up. It's important to acknowledge the bad things because you want to change them and move forward. But it's nice because there's a lot of talk about 2022 being bad, and I think that's very warranted. But it's nice to know that among it all, there were still nice things. And Guyan says, Tony the Tiger VTuber flashbacks, poor voice actor. What? They had a Tony the Tiger VTuber? And he had a bad voice actor? Oh, that's so disappointing. I never knew. I'm Googling that later. I'm gonna write that down in a notepad document. I'm gonna have to see that with Brevs. Tony the Tiger, VTuber. Ooh, VTuber, like a V? That'd be cool. Yeah, I wrote it down. And Storm says, there are still many challenges for me. So yeah, let's see how it evolves in 2023. Hopefully it evolves to be easier. And Four Scorpion says, was especially proven by a sudden unsettling development with my roommate situation happening recently. Oh no. It sucks a lot, but how I'm responding to it feels so centered and powerful, and I know it will be okay, because I've got my back. Well, that's awesome, friend. Like, good for you. I'm glad. You should have your back. Like, we all should try our best to do that. But I am sorry about the roommate situation. Hopefully, it sucks less with time, and it gets easier with time. And hopefully, it doesn't weigh you down too much. And Storm says, I remember the TV spot with Tony the Tiger and Shaquille O'Neal. Why does that sound familiar? Guy says, oh no, the voice actor was great. But the poor guy was surely overwhelmed by chat's, unhingedness. Oh no! Why do I feel like that was the starting point for, like, the Sonic and Tails voice actors? Because their chat is so tame. It is very obviously pre-recorded. So, like, I feel like Tony was the base point for that. Because otherwise the Sonic VTuber chat would be very, very unhinged. And Storm Sing says, here. Ooh, I will bookmark this to watch later. Thank you. Oh, why is he eating? You know, it sounds really silly because it's food related, but I do hate when commercials have people eating in them. I'm like, no! I hate eating. I hate eating sounds, and I hate when people's jaws move eating. But, it looks like he just eats in the first second, probably not throughout the film. But I kind of remember that. Maybe that's why I remember it, is because he eats throughout it or something. But thank you for sharing. I will watch that later. But that poor voice actor, everyone's so unhinged. That's, like, really funny, but also really unfortunate. Poor Tony the Tiger. And Four Scorpion says, yeah, the situation improved a lot for me in just the past week. It impacted my nervous system pretty hard, but I'm really good at being there for myself nowadays. As you should be. Thank you. Thanks for looking out for yourself, for you, and for the rest of us who care about you. Thank you. But in just the past week, that's good. And Guyan sends a hug your way. Yeah, ditto. I second that. And Storm says, here, send it to your Discord. Oh, thank you. Oh, those are such cute little dancing emotes. The second one's so colorful, and the first one's so floppy. Very fun. Oh, well, that being said, I think we actually covered Tony the Tiger. My feelings on him. He's great. Tear of Heart! Says Four Scorpions. This is Striped Island Tiger Shimajiro. Not everyone's gonna know Shimajiro, but, it's a show in Japan. I remember as a kid, I watched an episode because I visited, like, my family friends. They were, like, native to Japan, and so, like, their TV and stuff like that had all the channels that we didn't have, or that we didn't go to. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait, did we actually have all the Japanese channels too? We just went to only the English ones? I know we watched American Idol and the English dub of Inuyasha on TV. So, like, I know we had some of the English channels, but maybe we just never watched the Japanese ones. Anyways, so, like, they were native there, and they had this on their TV when I was hanging out with, like, their younger kids, and it was teaching you how to use the restroom. And that's my only memory of Striped Island Tiger Shimajiro, is when my parents went to go visit our family friends, and I was just hanging out with their really, really little kids at the time. Because I was, like, 5, and these kids were, like, 3, so they didn't really have, like, I was like, why am I hanging out with these kids? I'm 5, and I can have conversation, and these kids can't. Wow. Because kids are like that sometimes. But, specifically, I guess I was as a kid. I'm like, whatever. But so I just watched the show. Even though I couldn't understand it and it was all in Japanese, I was like, oh, this tiger's learning how to use the restroom. Interesting. This really is a show for, like, younger kids, because I'm 5, and I know how to use the restroom. But, anyways, he's here, because he still holds a dear place in my heart for, teaching how to use the restroom, I guess. And, like, frankly, part of me is like, I'm pretty sure it was this tiger, but it could have been a different one. But I remember seeing these tigers everywhere when I lived there, so... Like, I feel like it was this guy. I think it was this guy. Vor Scorpion says, delayed, but speaking of Grezzy, on the last stream, Grezzy summarized the entirety of the road to El Dorado because someone asked, and I love that movie. It was such a treat. Aw, that's so fun. I hope someone clipped it. I would love to hear that. But also, you just checked the VOD. It's Grezzy's last stream. I recommend it. But, I was not there, so I may have to track that down. I haven't seen Road to El Dorado in a long time, but I know it's a really good movie, and a lot of people adore. And that sounds super fun. But, yeah, that's Striped Island Tiger Shimajiro. My only reference is that I watched this one episode where they teach you how to use the restroom. This is Kisasoma, from the original Fruits Basket. Not really big on the new one so much, so I just put the original one. Shizero the Tiger. That's about it. Fruits Basket was one of my first 2 anime, actually. There's small trivia there. But that's about it. Kisa's here. And then we got Tigger, of course. That was like my favorite Winnie the Pooh character growing up. Really loved Tigger. I do have a Tigger stuffed animal. He's pretty cool. I found him randomly, and he's got like kind of a goofy face, but I like him. And then Hobbs. I used to read that growing up, but it was mostly my brother's thing. I think Hobbs is a really cute tiger design. Vor Scorpion says, love Calvin and Hobbs. Yeah. I agree. I think it's cute. I mean, I haven't read it in a really long time, but it definitely makes me think of my brother. And then we got Shimatan from Etotama, which no one watched. I don't know anyone in the world who's ever seen it, but I liked it. And Sturm says, anyways, I'll go to sleep. You rest well, Sturm. Take care. And thanks for sharing your art with us. And thanks for stopping by. And Vor Scorpion says, also yesterday was National Winnie the Pooh Day. What? How topical. I did really like Winnie the Pooh growing up. I had like all the books. Like so many books. And like I love the Tigger movie. I don't have a lot of VHSs anymore, but I think I got the Tigger movie on VHS. Because that's a great one. And Storm says, good luck with your drawing, which you may or may not finish depending on how much you'll end up chatting. Yeah, I really should just call these just chatting streams and then just happen to do some art sometimes. But, thank you. With your luck, surely I'll move forward. Before Scorpion says, hope you rest well, Sturm. Yeah, rest well. And hopefully tomorrow is very nice. And, I mean, I would say less busy, but the busy stuff sounded good. So, and Before Scorpion says, it's because it was the author's birthday. I thought that was so cute. I love the first animated movie Disney made. I have it on DVD. The first animated movie Disney made? Oh, for like Winnie the Pooh specifically? Or for like in general? But that's so cute. I like that it was on the author's birthday. I hope, as a respect to Miya Ikumi, I think it's the artist of Tokyo Mew Mew who passed away last year. I hope in honor of them, there can maybe be like a Tokyo Mew Mew Day, but it's like the day of Miya Ikumi's birthday or something. Man, when I read the notes from them in the Mochiiki Mew Mew books, it's definitely pretty sad. Like, because that's someone that you grow up like reading about, and you're like, oh, they're not really here anymore. I guess loss is just hard in that way, but that's pretty normal. It's good to be sad for those who are gone. Okay, so I don't know if I changed my line weight. But yeah, maybe I won't do joints because that will take longer. And I actually already have a year of the rabbit art piece ready to go for Lunar New Year Sunday. But I wanted to do a tiger too. Oh, hello, Patchy! This is hello, Rainy, and chat. Hello! I was literally just thinking about you. Like, earlier today I was thinking, I wonder if Patchy's doing alright. I hope you're doing alright. How are ya? Boar Scorpion says, yeah, it was the first Winnie the Pooh movie they did in 1977. I watched it a ton as a tiny child. The Heffalump movie is also so good. You know, that's the one I've never seen. I would love to see that one, because I watched the Tigger movie, and I do kind of remember the Winnie the Pooh movie, like the first one. Oh my gosh, 1977. Gosh, Winnie the Pooh is so old, it's literally only a matter of time. I mean, it's now in the public domain, so, like, it's only a matter of time before it gets some, like, really poppy, colorful remake. And then we'll all have to pass judgment on it. But I'm actually really interested. I would love to see Winnie the Pooh fan art or like redesigns from people. I feel like I saw Gajinka designs once and they were super cute. War Scorpion says the Heffalump Lumpy is the best thing to ever exist and there's so much focus on ruin it. You know, I'm gonna put that on my to watch list. I've just been really liking like cheerful, non-conflicting problem stories lately, and I know there's probably a conflict, but it's really nice to just have like happy content like that. So I'm gonna put that down. Okay, sometimes I try to draw chibis with just bodies and no neck, and it's really hard. Patchy says, I'm okay, taking a break from social media, figuring life out, and back in college. I hope you've been good too. Aw, yeah, I remember seeing you say, like, you were taking a break from social media, and frankly, I ran into some trouble with it kind of recently, realizing it kind of brings my mood down. And part of me thinks I want to start taking breaks from social media a bit more too. Like, actual just days where I don't see it or visit it. I think that might be good for my health. Because even though there's lots of cool friends and nice stuff on there, it can really wear you down sometimes, even just small things. So I'm glad you've been taking a break. I think that's very healthy and very cool. And, figuring life out especially so. And also, congrats on getting, back into the semester, if you were looking forward to school, and if not, I'm so sorry your break ended. May there be many fun projects this semester. And Four Scorpion says, love a rated G moment in this dark world. Yeah, I totally understand. We're just talking about how, like, loot content's fun. And I'm like, yeah, but I really just want to watch, like, G-rated content lately. Marissa says, I'm still somewhere here, lurking. Aw, thanks for all the hearts and love lurking. I hope you and Sakura are both enjoying your time. And, oh my gosh, it's really late there, so I hope you're also going to enjoy sleep sometime soon, but thanks for lurking. Hopefully these calming Pokemon beats will just give you sweet dreams. Okay, so this hand's too high, because I try to draw chibis without necks, and it just doesn't work. I've done it a couple times, but I never really fully liked the way chibis without necks look. Oh wait, are these gonna be me? I just realized. I assumed I was drawing, like... Because the whole idea of this is that Kurono-senpai was like, oh, I would have loved to, like, oh, Year of the Rabbit You will be so cute. And I'm like, thank you. Because I haven't posted it yet. And I was like, but I kind of sad I missed Year of the Tiger, because I love tigers so much. They're so cute. They make me so happy. But, like... Is it leaning forward? Yeah, no, it should be leaning backward. Oh gosh, I don't know the pose I should be doing. But anyway. So I was like, I'm sad I missed Year of the Tiger. And he was like, oh yeah, Tiger Rain would be so cute. And I was like, maybe I'll make a second Year of the Rabbit piece. And that's what we saying goodbye to the Year of the Tiger. So I guess it should focus more on making a fun outfit. Something kind of stylish. Yeah, I'll make the body leaning this way. So the spine's still curved. But that way it has more forward momentum to it. Because it's leaving fast. Okay. So if it's me, but a tiger, I really need to consider what outfit I want to do. I know, I just really want a tiger tail. Pop, 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 pop. Because tigers have such cute tails. It made me so happy. I don't know why I'm trying to fix the stripes on this sketch. The tail is probably not going to be there, and it probably won't look like this. But yeah, let me... Got a running hand. And yeah, I think this looks a lot happier. It may be a little beaten up, but it's still like a happy tiger. Also, this Pokemon music is very threatening all of a sudden. I want to give everyone bad dreams. We're gonna skip this one. Is there another one? Just doesn't play music after this. Forrest Corbin says, 2022 really did feel so fast, but also so slow and grueling at times. 2022, explain! Ugh, tell me about it. I'm trying to even think, how did 2022 start? I know I was still working at my, like, nerdy place job. At the video game second-hand store thing. It's so hard to think. I just finished doing, Christmas retail. It was awful. And... yeah, it's hard to feel like if that was long ago or if that was just yesterday. It still kind of feels like I have to go to work, but I haven't been there since July, so I don't know how to get used to that. Alright, for time's sake, I'm gonna just copy and paste this guy. Also so I can keep the proportions vaguely similar. Poor Scorpion says, my little heart was broken at the beginning of the year, but I don't remember it super clearly, so that's fine. Oh no! I mean, I'm glad if you've moved on from it, but I totally get that feeling like... I definitely forget things that stress me out a lot. It makes it really hard to, like, reflect and move past them when it's like I can't really remember them to do so. And so I hope it's not so bad, but I totally understand, like, when something's so stressful you just forget. That's awful. But that being said, I hope after forgetting it, it's been nicer. And yeah, I got through it. I'm still happy is all that matters. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad if it didn't weigh you down. And Four Scorpion says, my friends have helped me a lot. Oh, I'm glad. It's good to have a good support system. And I feel like if you're good to others, you will definitely have one of those. Having a good support system is oftentimes, to me, like a sign of, like, you must be nice. Like, if people want to be nice to you. Because, I mean, maybe that's just because when I see people and I try to be nice to them, it's because they are nice people. And I'm like, I mean, I guess I'm nice to strangers too. At least I try to be. But, like, I try to be extra nice to people I know who are nice. Or I know who, yeah, I guess, gosh, English language is so weird. Yesterday, Brevs and I went to, Burger King to get her an Impossible Burger, because I think they have those, like, vegetarian burgers there. And she was like, do you guys have any ices? And they were like, high seas? And she was like, no ices. They're like, no, we don't have any ices, but we'll check for high seas. And they checked for high seas and they were out. And then they were like, do you want an iced tea? And I'm like, Brevs, none of those words should sound that similar. They're all drinks. Why do all these drinks sound identical? High C and iced tea and ices. Oh, that's too many curves on that E. Why? Why is English this way? Before Scorpion says, was just thinking of that today. Oh, my progress as a person is directly correlated to the lovely friends in my orbit now. I feel that way a lot too. I mean, I think you do have to take responsibility for your own forward momentum. Like, you have to be proud of yourself for your own progress too. But I totally get that feeling of being like, well, if I'm nice, it's just because I've got such nice people around me. If I had cruel people around me, I'd probably be cruel. Sort of thing. But then people usually tell me things like, but you have to take responsibility for your own kindness. And it's like, I guess so. But I really feel like I owe it to the niceness of the people around me. So, I get that feeling. But now I'm saying what all those other people say. Of like, but it's also just you! You're inherently good! So good on ya. Oh, I finished Bluey the other day. I'm so sad there's no more content for me to consume. I'm just gonna have to rewatch literally all of it. Yeah, like speaking of G-rated content for the soul, Bluey is just so nice. I kind of want to do a different pose for this bunny. I think it should have peace signs because it looks like a bunny. Yeah, it should be like, peace. Man, I don't usually do 4 fingers, but it worked out here, I guess. And I don't think it should have the exact same hand. Poor Scorpion says, I used to have really not great friends around when I wasn't as recovered. The people I'm friends with now are super kind and also care about personal growth. That's wonderful. I think it's good to address that the people who were around you before just, like, weren't doing it. They were not cutting the kindness bar. And that sucks, though. It's really hard to say goodbye to people who at least thought or wanted to be nice. Like, benefit of doubt situation where you're like, you know, I bet they could be nice, or I bet they want to be nice. But, you know, some people just try to prove you wrong on those things sometimes. It's very frustrating. So I'm glad if you found people who don't make you, like, have to question their motives or their feelings or anything. It's hard. Oh, I'm gonna drink some water. My throat hurts. Oh, I'm gonna finish my tea. Ha 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 ha. It's not hydrative, but it's liquid. Thank you for the stretch redeem, poor Scorpions. Very important for an artist to stretch. Ah! I love having a bunk bed behind me. I just grab the top bars with my hands and like reach up and I stretch my whole spine out. Ooh. Ah, my neck didn't like how much I stretched. It was like, dude, you're feeling it. Like, I will feel it. I just need to stretch more. So thank you. Oh, my arms behind my back. Stretching my fingers. Every time I see someone do a stretch redeem, I'm like, I think before I was VTubing, I was like, oh, that's so important. Like, I feel like it's good that the VTuber community or the streaming community in general doesn't undermine the importance of stretching whenever you, like, are at the computer for a long time. I would have never thought of things like the hydrate and stretch redeem. I would have just forgot. I would have been like, haha, here's 4 hours of forgetting that I have health needs. And poor Scorpion says, I've heard it's nice to stretch after hydrating because it helps circulate through your system more efficiently. Ooh. You know what? I'll drink some water too. Always trying to, like, make sure I really swallow the water before I start talking and have smackiness. Alright, extra stretch, extra stretch. Thank you for the tip. Alright. So yeah, I think this actually might be the composition I ended up going for. The tiger doesn't look as sad. I don't think the year ending should ever be sad. It should always be like, ooh, what next? Alright, so I think this arm's gonna be down, because I'm still kind of hesitant about this year. You know those posts where it's like, without downloading a new GIF, tell me what energy are you going into this new year with? And I had like this like classic anime girl with like this like piercing gaze, and she's like bleeding from the mouth and like bleeding from the, well, I guess I should do that in red, otherwise it just looks like drool. She's like bleeding from the nose and like bleeding from the mouth. And she's like, looks really determined. And like, she's got her fists up. Yeah, that was my energy going into the new year. Was like, oh yeah, and it's got like the like fire. And it's like, yeah, bring it on! I'm battered, but I'm ready. That's the sentiment. And I guess that's what I want this tiger to come across as. Poor Scorpion says, I was ready for a new year for sure. I also like the number 23. I do too! I love the number 23. In fact, This is like kind of weird, I think, but when I change the volume on my car volume, I have specific numbers I like to stop at for like good luck. I'm not actually very superstitious, but it feels nice to have specific numbers. So when I'm turning my volume, this is a volume dial. I don't know why I'd illustrate it, but when I'm turning my volume, I usually turn it to like 7. I used to think it was bad luck as growing up, but eventually I realized I like the number anyways. I turn it to 9 sometimes, not as commonly. But I like the number 9. I think there's a lot of letters and words that like have 9 letters that are good. And then the number 13, not as much, but it used to be my favorite number because I was edgy. And then I think it goes immediately to 21 and then 23. And those are my volumes, because this is like kind of soft in my car, and this is like really loud. That's my volume range. I only really like let it sit on these things. I used to have a friend, and like I guess maybe she's the one who gave me the idea, because she used to make it so that like you have to have your volume stop on like every 5 intervals because it looked the best to her. And I'm like, yeah, no, I kind of get that. These probably wouldn't look really good to a lot of people because they'd be like, 7, 9, why not just 10? But like, these are numbers I like. Boy Scorpion says, the X111 in my name is meant to be 13, like 13, my Discord name. Oh, very cool! Ooh, 13's a cool nickname too. I like that. Do you have any nicknames? People just call you 4 or Scorpio sometimes. I got quite a few, but there's some no one uses that I'm like, that's fair. You know how some people call like people who go by Jim? They call him Jimbo, which I just watched Code Lyoko and that's a thing there. But you go like from Jim to Jimbo. I think it's cute to go from rain to rainbow, because it's like also a word. And I like that. But, I mean, I guess you could also do it without the W. It doesn't really matter, because same sentiment when you say it out loud. No one uses that one, and I don't blame anyone, because Jimbo is a really, really outdated nickname. Like, I think it was, like, my parents' generation, or the one before. And, like, I'm kinda old. I'm not really old, but I'm old for the VTuber community, I feel like. Like, it's very common that I meet a VTuber and then they're like, this is how old I am! And I'm like, that makes me feel old. So, that's where I'm coming from. And my parents and my grandparents might use Jimbo. Probably my grandparents. That's dated. Boar Scorpion says, Jimbo makes me think of Treasure Planet, so I love it. Ooh! I haven't seen Treasure Planet since I was like 4 or 5. God, it's been a while. I was little. But yeah, that has a bunch of cute character designs, and I might need to watch that soon. The Four Scorpions also says, some people read the X111 like Z, and I love that. Scorpions is becoming most common. Yeah, I think, because like the number 4 can have a lot of connotations, but Scorpions is like very specific. Although I like the letter 4 a lot too. Or the number 4. I don't know why I corrected number to letter. Being sick. But, yeah, I like 4. I think it's very cute. It makes me think of Zombie number 4 and Zombieland Saga, and it makes me think of, the movie 9 and how they were all by numbers. I think 4 was the artist. And then I feel like 4 was also that romantic figure in, oh gosh, what is it? Divergent. Yeah, okay, I never read those books, but I reached far back in my memory for that one. So 4 is like a really cool nickname for characters too. But Z is very cute. And the 4 Scorpions is because I have 4 Scorpio placements in my star chart. Oh, what? So you are a Scorpio! That's so cool! I've got 3 Leos. Maybe I should be, 13-3 Lions. That'd be so cool. But wow, 4 Scorpios? That's really not something anyone can really just say, like, that's so uncommon. That's so fun. You know, people like to like have like teams. Like, oh, I'm part of this team, or I'm part of this affiliation. I really feel like that's me in horoscopes, where it's like, I'm Team Lion. That's so cool. It makes you think of like Neopets old days, where it's like, pick a team for the Neopets Olympics. I love that. Four Scorpion says the 4 scorpions is because I have a 4 scorpion. Why do I always see like it moves and it doesn't? Oh no, is my head swimming? Actually, when I wake up in the morning, my vision's been getting kind of hazy, but I genuinely can't tell if it's like because my whole family has glasses, or if and so like I might need them, or if it's like because I'm just not feeling well. So I've just been giving myself some like leniency, some leeway on it. I'm gonna make this canvas a little bigger for the bunny ears. Or, I don't know, I kind of like this actually. I like this composition. But, I'm gonna move it to the left. And... no, I actually like it there. But... I've been giving myself some leeway, and I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna go to the doctors for eyeglasses. It was like an actual year ago today, last time I went to the eye doctors, and I really thought I needed glasses, and they were like, you really, really don't, we promise. And I'm like, really? Every time I go to the doctors, it's the same thing. They're like, you literally can't even get reading glasses that fit your prescription. It is so low. And I'm like, what? But it's like, yeah, you probably just like haze out a bit. And I'm like, wow. That's so wild, but okay. I also felt like every time I tried on my friend's glasses, no matter the prescription for the most part, unless it was like really, really intense, I could focus until my eyes just catered to it, and I was like, wow, what a lame superpower to have been born with. But I'm okay with that. I can just see through most glasses. Very neat. But, like, just fine, as if I wasn't wearing glasses, which is just like the weird part. But it makes me worry that when I do the eye doctor appointments that, like, I actually need glasses, but, like, I just keep automatically correcting my focus, and I'm like, no, I'm not trying to. But, for Scorpion says, my son, Mercury, Mars, and Pluto are all snippety-snappity. The 13 is also for the death card in the tarot, which is ruled by Scorpio. What? There's, like, horoscope tarot correlation? I've been doing tarot this year because, my brother got me a deck for Christmas. It's been really fun. I didn't know there was horoscope correlations. What are the Leo ones? Like, narcissistically, like, ooh, which ones apply to me? I don't know any of my, I just know it's, like, sun, moon, or is it sun, star, and, like, rising or something like that? I think those are my Leos. It's the ones everyone, like, always asks, the main 3. But for Scorpion says, Leo energy is so nice. Oh, I'm glad you think so. I think Scorpions are very cool. Or for Scorpios, both of my parents are Scorpios, but like opposites, complete opposites. So I guess they're the 2 ends of the Scorpio spectrum, which is cool. I don't know their other like signs, just that their primary like star sign is Scorpio. But yeah, I think I'm liking this composition, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to make it them me. And 4 Scorpion says, ooh, what deck if I may ask? I'm a proud tarot nerd. I've been pulling lots of the Leo rule cards this week specifically. Ooh, I hope that's a good thing. I think lions are very, cool symbols, even if they're shitty animals sometimes. But I think, like, they give me the energy of, like, protective and, like, kind and, very, like, bold and brave. That's probably just because they've been used to symbolize that a lot. But I think that's cool. I hope that gives you a very brilliant, shining week. But, the deck I have, let me see if I can, like, so, the deck I have, it comes in, like, a really small thing. Like, if I were to grab it with my hand, it'd be like, this is my hand. I probably could put my hand on it, like that. And the cards are just like, oh, I guess there's hands right here. The cards are like this big. And it's like retro themed for like old cartoons. There's like a person on this side, and it's like this person who's got like goggles on their head. And they've got like wild hair, and I don't know what it represents, but they've got like these rubber hose arms. And there's like, I think there actually is a lion here. And it's like this like old classic lion. and it roars. And it's got like these goofy old arms. And this person, I don't know if they've got like swords or if it's wands, but they've got like swords behind them, and they look like a pilot of sorts. And they're in like a jumpsuit, I think. And they're like sitting in a chair. Doing this from memory is actually really hard. And the lion's just like laying next to the chair. I don't know what tarot deck that is. But it's like vintage cartoon tarot. Oh, okay, this actually might be more helpful than the person on the side. There are cards that are exclusive, and it's happy squirrel and sad squirrel, which is pretty awesome. So, it might be mystical medleys if they have 2 exclusive cards and it's happy and sad squirrel. I think I've only pulled, Brev's pulled sad squirrel one day. I don't remember what it means. We're still kind of getting the grasp because we're like, ooh, you got the moon today. We remember what that means, sort of thing. And doing one a day has really helped us, like, start to learn them, but when there's so many cards. You're almost guaranteed to get a new one all the time. We've actually had a surprising amount of repeats, which is good, I guess. Very consistent, because it's like a daily tarot. I don't want my day to be fluctuating, like, wildly all the time. But, we still get a lot of new cards, and it's like, oh, what is the 7 of Wands? Which is what I got today, I think. It looked like a spider on a tightrope. And it was like, be cautious. Don't struggle. But, like, I don't remember what else it said. Be cautious, don't struggle. It's kind of an intimidating thing to get for your tarot. But it was like, it just seemed like whatever quest I have today, which I guess, like, streaming is a quest, but also, like, chatting to people and making art. There's a lot of things I'm probably gonna do in my day today. And it was like, just, like, don't struggle too much in what you're doing, but be, like, cautious and wary of what you do. And there was one part at the end that was, like, really important that it talked about, and I don't remember. Gosh, I'm like that kid in a show that, like, forgets the most important rule of magic or something. Before Scorpion says, that's the one. I see the squirrels on Google. I'd like to see new decks. Yeah, it's really cool, but sometimes the book that, like, tells you what the tarot that it comes with, like, it's like, here's a book. It's what the tarot card means. Every now and then, it's, like, so vague that we just end up Googling what it's supposed to mean, where we're like, 7 of Wands, huh, that's kind of vague, and we'll just be, like, Googling, what does the 7 of Wands represent? Because it's like, you should be cautious, but also don't, and it's like, what are the chances if we Google this, it just says be cautious? And, like, sometimes that's actually true. We'll Google it, and, like, the book's trying to put a positive spin on it itself. But, like, the card itself is, like, somewhat negative. So we like to, like, do extra research on what cards we get sometimes. For Scorpion says, this composition is also very cute. Especially love the bunny peace sign. Thank you! I appreciate it. In fact, I think, since this stream's focused on saying goodbye to the past, I'll get started with the tiger. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna make a whole new outfit for the bunny, but, I just totally blanked on what I was saying. I don't know if I'm gonna make a whole, I don't know if I'm gonna make a whole new outfit for the bunny, or if I'm gonna, like, use the one I actually have already done, which I could share on stream, really briefly, but I wasn't gonna post it till the 22nd. So let me know. I don't know if you follow me. Wait, I think you do follow me on Twitter. Because I think I followed you back. Because I was going to say, if you don't, then I'll just show it to you now. But it's not really magnificent. I still need to do the background to the piece that I'm posting on Sunday. But I think it's nice. It's a fun reference to something I love. The bunny piece I did. But I'm like, no, I get to make my own costumes. Because I'm like, costuming in something that I didn't make for the Year of the Rabbit. But now I can make my own specific bunny outfit, which is fun. Thank you for the hydrate, Shobra! I was just thinking my throat's a little dry. I appreciate it. Let me drink some of that good water. And some tea. sufficiently hydrated. Thank you. And For Scorpion says, I do not use the Twitter. I am ancient. Then, oh, we'll share it with you. And Sherbert says, true fear is failing to bunt a ball that is traveling faster than the speed of light towards you. Oh! Is that the 7 of Wands? Let me see. Or is that the 5 of Wands? Oh, wait. Or is that something else entirely? Were you not here for the tarot part? But yeah, let me go ahead and get... Actually, this is gonna seem weird, but the thing's a Photoshop file, and that always messes with... Oh, I should have been saving this whole time. I didn't save? It messes with my sci files when I do Photoshop stuff. Let me see. By 2022. I typed that into there. And it won't let me save my sci files if I open a Photoshop file in sci. It's just a bug that a lot of people get. So I'm gonna close my sci. Oh, I guess there's a McDonald's. And open my sci again, and then I'll open my Photoshop file. For Scorpion says, I got 5 of Wands today. Oh! Very cool. Is that the one that has... Wait, did Sherbert just guess the one that you have? And Sherbert says, this is the main gameplay mechanic in Lethal League Blaze. Oh! I thought you were describing, because I think the 5 of Wands tarot card, and we were just talking about tarot cards, which is also the card that Scorpions got today. I think the 5 of Wands tarot card is like a spider playing baseball on my deck, so I'm like, wait, are you just describing it? Oh, Sherbert says this is the main gameplay mechanic in Lethal League Blaze. It is baseball, except you're aiming to hit your opponents with the ball. Oh my god. That's awesome. The pain of missing a bunt is grand. Oof. I bet. It's like a parry. That's so exciting, though. Oh man, I liked baseball growing up. And For Scorpion says, I usually do 4 card pulls daily or a few times a day. It's been a very nice tool for me for several years now. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know you could do 4 card pull dailies. I'm just going off this book that I got. Like the tiny one that comes with the tarot deck. So I'm not aware of all the things you can do, but maybe 4 a day would help us memorize more cards faster. Let me see. Alright, everyone who's here. This is a sneak peek of what's gonna be on Twitter Sunday. Where is it? Okay. So this is it. I need to do a background. With my Year of the Rabbit piece, I made it mostly, I think, on an iPad, so it's like, obviously not like my best work ever, like the lines aren't super clean, but I'm pretty okay with how it turned out, because it's a reference to Momiji Soma from, wait, do I have the pictures here? Yeah, it's a reference to Momiji Soma from Fruits Basket, because that's like one of my favorite Zodiac shows. But I'm wearing his outfit. That's the preview of what's to come. I'm probably going to do a super simple colored background, like a pink stripe going across and like a blue stripe going down, because that's like the colors of the outfit. And it's like, also got my like human self color palette, like blue eyes and brown hair. But though I currently have like blonde dye on the bottom. So that's not here. But I wanted to keep the palette as simple as possible. And so I'll do like some colorful background that fits it. And this is my Year of the Rabbit piece. And now we're gonna hide it. Oh, wait, save it. Don't save the file. No, don't save the file. Go away. And it's all gone. But, let me see. What's chat saying? Sherbert says, I know very little about tarot cards. The most I know stems from the Binding of Isaac and what each tarot does. There's tarot cards in Binding of Isaac? I am learning a lot today. That's cool. I always liked the Hanged Man because it's referenced in Eve, my favorite video game. Oh, one of them. And I know it's like not a good card to get all the time, but like it's not a bad card to get, so, but it's very cool. And Roy Scorpion says, I'll not hijack your stream to talk about tarot, but if you ever want to ask about it, I'll not be upset. I love talking tarot. Yeah, tarot's neat. My brother does it, and I guess that's why he got me a deck for it. And I think it's like better luck or something if someone gives you your first tarot deck, so I'm really glad someone gave me one, because now I can do it. And Roy Scorpion says, that's so cute. I love Momiji. I used to have a hat of the rabbit form. Oh, that's so cute! That's awesome. I have a little Fruits Basket bag, but it doesn't have Momiji on it. So, but I do have a Momiji pin. So there's my mutual share. Also sharing Momiji merch. Because everyone who's like my friend And weirdly, like, my older sibling friends, like, my friends that have older sibling vibes, have all told me that I'm like Momiji. And I think Brevs at one point was like, yeah, I can see you're Momiji. So I've been compared to Momiji, like, a lot in my life. I have a lot of older sibling friends, and anyone who's watched Fruits Basket has always been like, oh yeah, Momiji vibes. I once did the, like, give me 6 characters that remind you of me and I'll draw them. And of course, Momiji was one of them. And so, like, even though Momiji's, like, not my favorite character, I do love him. But he's not my favorite character. I've always kind of seen him and been like, hey, that's how people see me. That being said, I took the opportunity to make myself like Momiji for the Year of the Rabbit, because I think that's cool. Like, I take that as a compliment when people are like, you're like Momiji. I'm like, oh, what a nice character to be compared to. Thank you. Let me see if I can save. I can save. Okay. The Photoshop file did not be mean to me this time. Mishobra says, the hangman grants you flight for 1 room. Ooh. That makes sense, because you're hanged. So you don't have to touch the ground. Four Scorpion says, I got the hangman today, along with one of the Leo cards I keep getting, Strength. Wow, Strength sounds like a great card to get. Although I heard if you get, like, cards reversed, like, upside down or something like that, it means something else. But I don't think with the deck that I've got that applies, because it does not tell you anything about that. But I always think that's interesting, too, as, like, the reverse card. I'm like, wow. The other major arcana card ruled my Leo is the Sun. Ooh, the Sun and Strength. Yeah, see, what am I saying? Leos are rad. That's so cool. Also, Shobra, I realize if you're either still playing or done playing that game, I'm wishing you luck if you are still playing, but I hope you're having a good time. Or that you had a good time. But that's so cool. Here, my Leo gets 2 major arcana. How many even major arcana are there? Like, more than 12? Hello, bro! How's it going? Monochrome entered the room with a husband reveal. Alright, guys. It's up to Monochrome to pick which husband, and by doing so... And if you can't, if you're, like, currently muted, I'll give you a minute. But we've got 1 through 16. You gotta pick a number, and I will reveal and talk about the 3rd one. Okay. Shover says, the matches have concluded. My opponent complimented my playstyle. Ooh, what wonderful sportsmanship. Alright, I'm gonna take a drink, an extra one, and we're gonna reveal husband number 3. Oh, I'm so excited. I love husband reveals. I'll be back with this drink. Aw, Crowan says, Ray, I love and miss you. I love and miss you too, Crowan. Thanks for stopping by to say so. It's always good to hear from you. We're actually about to do a husband reveal. And Four Scorpions also says, hi, Crowan. But, husband reveal. We got 3, 2, 1. Who's behind door number 3? T'Challa! And he's in front of me. You know what? That's okay. But why is Knuckles in front? I haven't organized my layers very well. I'm sorry. Knuckles, get back here. Alright. Or actually, Knuckles, get in front. I should probably be in front, too. Here we go. T'Challa! This is one of my husbands. Husband number 3. As of now, because sometimes I shuffle them for fun. Do I need to explain this husband? T'Challa's so cool. Like, he's my 2nd favorite superhero. Right behind Miles Morales, who is Ultimate Sun material. But T'Challa, he's literally a black cat prince. That's so cute. I love black cats. Panthers or domestic. And I love princes. But then, like, he's also just, like, a really nice guy. Crowan says, husband reveal, and Four Scorpion says, rest in peace, King. Yeah, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, who did an incredible job portraying Black Panther. And also in many other roles. And Crowan says, lick his forearm, how it tastes. No, respect his beautiful forearms. He worked hard on those. I was gonna say, unless licking is showing a sign of respect. Monochrome said, who could guess he would be on the list, man? Surprised me. Unsurprised expression. Okay, I don't need your sass. You're the one who pulled it. So, T'Challa. So first of all, he's a cat prince. I'm already weak. Second of all, very handsome. I actually have incredibly few, like, live action images in my husband's list, But I do think Chadwick Boseman did such a good job being such like a good T'Challa that I'm like, I don't feel like putting another one here. Kerwin says, I'll try my best so that you can hear from me more. Oh, I'd love to hear from you more. And thanks for the lurk. But, also take care and have a great rest of your day. But, okay. So, T'Challa, I think to me, one of the reasons he's also a husband, of course he's kind, of course he's cool. I think it's because when I watch this movie, I think the future that T'Challa wants is the future that I think, like, I want to say we should all want, but like, I mean, maybe that's just pushing on to other people too much, but the future where we're all nice to each other and we all look out for each other, those who need it the most, and we don't just, like, hoard our own, like, happiness, and we don't just hoard our own good health and, like, good wealth, I guess, and, like, but we, like, give back to others and we try to, like, help everyone up. That's, like, a future that we should all work for, I feel like. Like, that's amazing. Someone who works toward that, like, someone who represents that desire for the future where we all look out for each other. That makes me very emotional, and I love that. And the Four Scorpion says, there's more than enough of us to come together and look out for each other, for sure. Yeah, and T'Challa is someone who represents having a lot, and eventually learning that he wants to give a lot, even though those before him said no. Hoard your wealth, hoard your happiness, hoard your resources. And that is, like, a really sad and dated mentality. But T'Challa upheld it at first and was like, yes, I'll do what my dad said, I'll do what my dad did. And he learned that that wasn't good. And he learned that he could be better. And he became better. So to me, T'Challa is someone who has immeasurable growth and is immeasurably kind. But he had to learn to be. And he stands for that now, against what he was taught, and against what he was told would be safest for everyone around him. He still wanted to give to even more. And I'm like, how could you not want T'Challa on your husband list as a result? So, very easy addition to the husband list. T'Challa, my second favorite superhero. And I honestly haven't watched many superhero movies since, like, Endgame, because I feel like this was the Marvel era that peaked the highest for me. I loved it a lot. And that concludes today's husband reveal. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the hydrate show. Speaking of kindness, I could use some water. Oh my gosh, another husband reveal? Or Scorpion says, kindness is very powerful. And Patchy says, good answer, good answer. Thank you. I like to think my taste is impeccable. Oh, I also need to make a note to remove this option for number 3. And then replace it with someone else. That's also how the list gets shuffled sometimes, is I'll then move husband 16 down to 3. And now we only have 15. But, Shopper says, I enjoy your happiness greatly. Thank you! I appreciate it. I like to gushing about my husbands. And yeah, pick a number between 1 and 16 that is not the number 3. Please? More Scorpion says, that's it for today's husband reveal. Shobra, another. For real, thank you. And yeah, take your time. Thinking, I'm gonna go read what Four Scorpion says up above. Four Scorpion says, I do not read reversals because I don't really hear them, but not everybody does. A big voice I've learned a lot from on this subject always talks about the tarot being very fluid, plus unique to the individual's interpretation. It does feel like that's like how tarot benefits people the most, is like, make it personal, make it yours. And like, I feel like doing reversals is too much for me to like process. I'm like, I'm too busy processing the card to process what the opposite of that card is. So yeah, I think it should definitely be up to you guys. Oh my god, I'm also going to mark in stream. It is 147, or an hour and 47 in. And we got some husband reveals, so I'll come back later and I'm going to highlight these. Number 13. Oh, husband reveal number 13. What do you have in store for us? What beautiful, wonderful person do we have to share today? How can we follow up T'Challa? Husband number 13. I'm almost nervous. 3, 2, 1. What's behind door number 13? It's a World Flipper boy. There's like 4 of them on here, so I'm actually surprised we haven't had one yet. So, Mrs. Hayes from World Flipper, a game no one plays or talks about. This is part of my journey to get everyone to know about World Flipper. Anyways, I like this man. And it's not because he's got abs. It's because that doesn't really do anything for me. It's because he's dumb as hell. And I'll be honest, I'm a little weak to guys who are really dumb, but really nice. I guess some would say it's himbo energy. And I don't know if I'm like specifically, like I've never been like, ooh, I love himbos, but I'm like, this guy kind of is one, if I'm being honest. So, since no one really knows World Flipper or Hayes very well, this is Hayes. Nice to meet him. He is a pirate, and he's like the subordinate of a really, really cool pirate named Marina. And she's like a total badass, and he's just like a really, really big simp for her. He thinks she's like the coolest person on earth, and he tries to do anything to impress or make her happy. And I'm usually kind of like, simp behavior is like a little unappealing, but he never ever makes it her problem. Like, ever. Also, the irony of saying simp behavior can be unappealing and having an entire redeem called husband reveal where I simp for people, I am aware of. Vor Scorpion says, it's not because he works out, it's because he's an idiot. Yes! Yes, point number 1. He's so stupid, and I love it. And not to undermine intelligence, that's also really cool. And like, the last husband we had is so fucking smart, but this is like opposite. Really fucking dumb. Monochrome said, uh-oh, you said the S word, you finna be banned. Is simp banned? Fuck that, I don't care. There's no better word for it. I guess mooch. But like mooch for a person. So he's a pirate, and he does like everything he can for this pirate lady, but she like doesn't even really notice him, which is fine and very good, because I mean, she has a girlfriend, and he doesn't really seem to want her to reciprocate, and I love that. As someone who's aromantic, I love when someone can romantically like me and not make it my problem. So I'm like, wow, this guy does just that. He like doesn't like ever try to like be like, oh, I need her attention, like I need her to notice me. He's like, no, I respect what she's got going on. I just want her to think I'm cool. And then that's it. And I'm like, aw, a very respectful simp. That's also a plus. He's reckless, which is not really like a thing I look for, but it's an attribute he has. And it's kind of funny. As you can see, he's firing shots pretty wildly in this picture. And he's got cute little shark teeth, and I love that about him. And, I think his hair is very fun. It kind of reminds me of the new Fire Emblem Engage person who's got, like, split red-blue hair. But I kind of like the contrast on this one, like, a lot more. World Flipper has some of the best character design I've ever seen, ever. His isn't, like, an incredible example of how great their character design is. But, Zombieland Saga was produced by the same people, and just look at those character designs. They are awesome. Anyways, Hayes, a trigger-happy but very friendly and, like, protective guy. He doesn't just make his whole life simping for, like, Marina, though it's important to him. He also has, like, self-value. He wants adventure, he wants to hang out with new friends, and he does a really good job at it. He's a friendly, kind of ditzy guy. It shows up in his recklessness, but also shows up in his complete, like, lack of understanding of situations a lot, which I understand and relate to sometimes. And, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like that. I like that character type that's like, ha ha ha, I'm having a great time, and like runs into a wall. Like, good for them. They just pick themselves back up and have a good time. This is the energy I wish this new year has. Is even if I run into a wall, I want to be able to smile like this guy. Also, he kind of looks like a tiger, which is cute. Vor Scorpion says, good-hearted but kind of ditzy is a cute combo. Absolutely. Like, it makes him really, really humble. He's not, like, a braggart or anything like that. He's just very much like, let me team up with you. Like, he meets strangers, and they're nice, and he's like, let me protect you! Let's have fun together! And let me also on the side impress this really cool person that I admire and respect a lot, but don't need anything from. I just think she's good as she is and what she does. And I'm like, good. That's so nice. If I had a simp like this, I would pat him on the head. I'd be like, good job. I'm definitely not gonna date you, but I would if it were a fictional world where I actually had the capacity to date people. Thus, husband reveal! Thank you for coming to the first World Flipper husband reveal. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you check out World Flipper. It's a really good game, and the fandom doesn't exist yet. Minerva says, lots of hearts. Yes, lots of hearts to him. And Four Scorpion says, what is a dating? Heck if I know. I just hang out with people places. And I would hang out a lot of places with Hayes. But anyways, there we go. Husband 13 for now. Hayes from World Flipper. Man, those are fun. Thank you for indulging me. But yeah, dating's interesting because people have asked me before, like, so have you been on a date? Like, because you're aromantic, have you ever dated before? And I'm like, I've been in a lot of situations everyone would 100% call a date, I just never saw it that way. I'm just not a big fan. I am going to drink water now that I'm done, boasting about my super cute husbands. Okay. And now that I've done that, I finished my first water bottle. I have one left. I got a second one because I really need to drink a lot of water lately. But, that being said, I also have to use the restroom like a lot lately because I do drink so much water. I will be right back. I won't throw you in the be right back screen. I will just disintegrate for a minute. And I'll mute myself and I'll be right back. I'll try to be super fast. Thank you for indulging my, my simp behavior. Don't you dare cause chaos, I'm back now. Trevor says, I'm gonna take my leave for now. I hope the rest of the stream goes well for everyone. Please take care, goodbye. Oh, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Rest well, and may the winds come in the future. Before Scorpion says, take care, Shobra. Indeed, indeed. Monochrome says, streamer gone, time to cause chaos. Yeah, I saw that. The second I came back. Oh yeah, I guess I can get rid of this. Boop. And back in center. Before Scorpion says, chaos wiggles. Alright, we're gonna have some fun chaos. But also, Monochrome, how's your day? You popped in here and got me talking to Charla so fast, I didn't get to ask. Which, again, thank you for. That was very fun. Ooh, speaking of fun, I get to design outfit, costume design stuff now. Oh, I'm so excited. What's my cool tiger haircut gonna be? I don't know. So, I guess first I need to find out what I like in each reference. So for Tony the Tiger, I kind of like the white goggles he's got going on. So, let me type in red. I like his eyes. And I like how simple his stripes are. That's what I'll take from him. Also dark ears. I like that the ears are all black out. Monochrome says, all according to plan. Trying to get you to talk about something else. You seen the new Genshin character, Mika? No, I haven't. I know what I'm Googling. Genshin's got some fun, cute little characters. Mika Genshin Impact. Looking it up, and I'll show everyone. Oh no. They're so cute. Oh my god, where's a good picture of them? Did I seriously find only a good picture of something that's called Attack of the Femboy? Well, that's my fucking preview of what this character looks like, for those who haven't seen. Monochrome says, I think you'll like him. Well, you're correct. Look at this! Oh my gosh! What a cute character! They look so, like kind of pathetic. Like, the eyes look really sad, and I think that's adorable. Oh, and they've got, like, Len's hair! I love Len! They've got, like, this, like, little fucking banana hairpiece that Len has, and they're also blonde with blue eyes. Okay, this is just... Oh my god, he even has the tiny pony... Okay, fuck this. I'm getting Len up in here. There is no way. Holy shit, this is just Len. He even has a tie! Yeah, you have good intuition. This is the same guy. Where's a good picture of him? Okay. This is Len with curly hair. Damn. This is too big. Len, go small. Oh my god. What the? This isn't the right Len. He doesn't have a base clef. Oh, it says V3 Len. Oh, whatever the fuck. It's close enough. He looks enough like OG Len, which is the Len I love and know. Though, I mean, I love all Lens. I'm not gonna be a prude. I'm not gonna gatekeep Lens for people. So anyways, we're gonna do some fucking base bitch detective work. Poor Scorpion says, Len is so cute. Len is my gender icon, so I'm glad you think so. He was one of my first instances growing up, seeing a guy who had painted nails and, like, kind of longish hair, and, like, cute shorts and, like, cute little leg warmers, and, like, no one gave a shit. It made me realize that, like, men don't have to just wear, like, gray flannels. Now, that's nothing wrong with that, but, like, I always felt like male fashion and, like, visuals were really limited. And Monochrome says, gatekeep king? No! You can like whatever Len you want. My Len is, my favorite Len is just the regular OG Len. When I was 11, he was 14. So to me, Len is, like, always been, like, 3 years older than me. So in my head, he's, like, aged with me. And I always, because I look like this. I look like this guy in real. I got the same short haircut. I remember a friend once told me, like, oh yeah, you look kind of like Len. And I was like, thank you. Anyways, my narcissistic self, that's why I really like characters with this design, because I'm like, that's me! Before Screaming says, I love Our Wonderful Cat Life with Len and Gumi. That is such a good song! That's such a good song! I have, like, a playlist called Len's Awakening, and that's on it. Anyways, so, like, to me, Len's one of those characters that has, like, always aged with me, and has always been, like, this gender icon for me of, like, no matter what your gender is, and no matter how old I get, you can have painted cute nails, and you can have cute fluffy hair that's kind of long, and, like, you can have cute clothes. Like, Len has such cute clothes. Oh my gosh, let me pull more Lens on screen. But yeah, in my head, that makes Len, like... Well, I've already said I'm old on stream. That makes Len old. Kagamine Len outfits. But yeah, that's the direction I'm coming at. When I like this fashion, I think everyone should wear this fashion. I think everyone of any age and gender should like it. And that's kind of how I felt growing up as a kid, seeing him and being like, wow, anyone can dress like that. And I hope he continues to do that for many people moving forward. Yeah, let me find some cute Len outfits. Maybe these will inspire my tiger. Who knows? Oh my gosh, the stylish energy one. That one's cute as fuck. Look at this. Adorable. Oh my god. This is someone else's outfit, but it's also cute. Ultimate Len? Is that what this is called? Look how cute this one is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't Google cute Len outfits unless you just want to die from cuteness. I'll only probably be around so much longer, because these outfits are too cute for me. Oh yeah. And they're cute, like, 14th anniversary outfits. Those were adorable. Anyways. Monochrome says, sup, Grandpa? Hey, you're, like, older than me. That makes you super duper old. More Scorpion says, hydrate. Thank you. Opening the new bottle now. And Four Scorpion says, Vocaloid outfits in general are so slay. I want Reen's outfit from Meltdown, and I don't even like wearing heels. Oh my god. Serious? Like, for real. Like, honestly, I don't know if any of those words made sense, but yes. Her outfit in Meltdown is so cute. Long hair and all, honestly. Like, seeing characters like Len and seeing characters like Reen. Fuck you. Monochrome's like, I'm 11. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. 11-year-olds aren't allowed in my chat. You couldn't be here if you're 11. Well, I guess you could. You just bypass it, because Twitch doesn't do ID checks, which would actually put me at ease if they did. Please prove that you're 18. But I guess that's a lot of information to give to Twitch, so I'm not sure how much I trust that either. Like, your whole ID card for Twitch. kind of sketch. And you could definitely fake them, so I'm not sure how much that would actually pose a security risk. Anyways, I'm not security. I'm gonna hydrate. Poor Scorpion says youth in the chat like, I'm 11 and a liar! Yeah, you're my older brother. Like, that would make me younger than 11, having 18 plus chats. Who the fuck? Anyways, this looks like a really bad YouTube thumbnail going on over here. This whole thing. Where I'm like, what? Do you see this? This is just evidence. So anyways, thanks for sharing Mika. I'll write that on the screen for anyone who just thinks I might be saying something else, because that's a very short word. Yeah, same guy. Although Len looks like a little older. Mika does have that kind of like, the face is moved down a bit. So Mika looks like very young. And like Len's face is like all the way up here. So he looks like he could be my age. But I do love the fucking boy shorts. I'm totally putting those on my tiger. These are so fucking cute. I love them. And then like, the eyes. They're so cute. Although, I don't like what they did in the V3 model for Len, and they gave him, like, these weird tubey hands. I feel like they should be the old sleeves, because those were a lot more moe. But, anyways. I also don't like that his thing is now, like, the Fs. Because it used to be the bass clef. And I think that's cooler. Because his sister was the fucking treble clef. That was so cool. There's only 2 of them. Why does he have, like, is this falsetto? I don't know. I haven't been in chorus in forever. Four Scorpion says, Mika looks like if Len went into a D&D campaign. You're so right. You're so right. Anyways, both inspirations. Though this looks like sun material. For sure. Very small. And, anyways, cute Len outfits. He has really cute clothes. There's my TED Talk. Len's adorable and also gender. I wonder if people know things like that. Like, when they designed Len, did they know that it would make me realize that gender is a vast spectrum and that, like, identifying doesn't dictate your fabrics and, like, the whether you wear makeup or nails? Like, did they know it would have that impact on me? Regardless, I'm incredibly grateful for whoever did make Len's design the way that it is, because it just gave me lots of happiness growing up. As they say, I guess gender euphoria, or something like that. Where it's like, I love being a cute guy and seeing other cute guys. It makes me so happy. Not to like toot my own horn. like I'm just so cute. But like, I just like cute things as a guy. And seeing other guys like cute things, that's so nice. Before Scorpion says, me and Edward Elric though. Right, like isn't he like super short and small and cute too? Oh my god, how many cute small blondes are in anime? Let me get Edward Elric on screen for anyone who doesn't really watch anime. Edward Elric. Yeah, he's super cute. In fact, one of the gifts I got for Christmas was like the first 3 manga. And I'm excited to like actually get into him. Aw, what a cutie. I'm trying to find the best picture. Aw, I like this one because he's pouty. Let me see. It isn't hard to derail me. But it isn't bad to either. I thoroughly enjoy it. Anyways, this is Edward Elric. For anyone who hasn't seen him. Also very cute blonde, cute guy. These characters who are just short or pretty guys just like give me so much happiness and so much joy in the world. And like he also has really pretty long hair. Let me see if I can find a video or a picture of that. And it's in like a fucking braid. Or just so cute. Here we go. There we go. Boy Scorpion says, I'm also an alchemist that's been through a lot of stuff and likes to wear big red jackets plus black boots. Ooh, I don't think I've ever done alchemy before. Definitely. Well, I don't know how much to divulge. But, that's very cool. I definitely haven't done alchemy before. But black boots, red jackets, classic. I always like the aesthetic of Red Riding Hood, the, like, giant red coat. I feel like red coats, like, or like if Superman was very fashionable, that's what a red coat looks like to me. And so it has like this like powerful, cool, and bold energy. I used to have a really big white coat, but I would totally wear a big red coat. One of them says, well, that is sus as hell. I think you have done alchemy now. No, I definitely haven't done alchemy. I didn't mean to make it so sus, but I'm like, yeah, well, I definitely haven't done, like, you know when you watch those shows and the theme is like, well, the mom had sex with the devil and now she has a child, which is weird that it's not just one show that's the premise. That's like a lot of shows. I guess that's like a thing, like birthing the Antichrist from the devil, and like you were like at a college party and you had sex with the devil and now you have the Antichrist. And like that's a lot of premises for things. But like, I definitely haven't done that, so... Before Scorpion says, my definition of alchemy is kind of broad and equivalent to like transmuting stuff within the self. We've not turned objects into other objects except in video games. Ooh, well, these sound like fun video games. But yeah, I mean, I think alchemy IRL versus like Full Metal Alchemist is definitely going to have a very different definition. Maybe someday though, we'll see if we can find a definition closer to the one in FMA, and if that's a good thing. Alchemy is pretty intense. But, like, not a bad thing. I feel like a lot of good can come from it, just like in the show. Okay, things I like about this. Where's my... Here we go. Things I like about Shimajudo. I really love the stripes on the head. So I'll probably incorporate that somehow. And... I think the white on the mouth is also good, because I don't know how much white I'm going to do on the character. That's about it for Shimajiro. Oh yeah, I like the really round ears. I don't need to break all this up, I could just start, but I kind of like doing it. And Vor Scorpion says, my main playlist I listen to is called Inner Alchemy. Ooh, what's on it? I just listen to my liked playlist a lot, and it is, unfortunately, it's mostly like really sleepy classical music that I really like. And it's only unfortunate because sometimes I'm like, ooh, let me listen to my liked playlist. And I'll have to like pierce through like 5 different really soothing and nice, like beautiful classical music songs on shuffle until I eventually get to one of my many cool hype songs. I probably should just make a separate playlist of like energetic stuff, but I never find the time to. But that's my playlist. Hype music plus classical. And sometimes just really pretty stuff. What I like about Kisa is her eyebrows. And I like the cheek stripes. I like that her ears are just kind of like have a trim for the black, but I think it's simpler to just do the full dark. For Tigger, I also like his little eye mask. I'll probably stick with something more like Tony's though. I like his stripe variety. Like he's got round stripes as well as spiky stripes. And with Hobbs, I like that he has a lot of the white. White fluffy cheeks are really cute. Ooh, and I like that he's got white tipped, hands. I guess I'll just say white tips. And then for Shimatan, I'm mostly going to be referencing her hat. And I like that the white in the mouth is just the cheeks. And I kind of like that she's got, like the dark nose for sure, but a lot of them have that. And, I mean, the tail simplifying is really cute, but I probably won't do that. I'll just do the straight up stripes instead of, like, just tipped. And yeah, she kind of has the same thing that Shimajudo's got going on the head, where it's like, the stripes are just like that. And For Scorpion says, a lot. I listen to a lot of different music and love it a lot. I like a lot of soundtracks and artists like Ethel Cain, Alice Glass, Nicole Dollenganger, and Yule. Ooh. I don't think I've heard of any of those. Like, are those the artists of soundtracks? Because that sounds cool. I do love listening to soundtracks. I listened to some Evangelion soundtrack yesterday, and it was very pretty, but I've never watched the show. My roommate told me that it was very haunting music if you actually watched the show. but I just get to enjoy it without context. Forest Scorpion says, I have trouble only naming a few. That's super fair. That's why I'm like, hype music plus classical. Because if I get further into it, it's like, no, like, a lot of my playlist is Vocaloid, but that includes both hype and classical, and specifically Len and Miku. And then I have, like, a lot of, like, J-pop. And then I have, like, yeah, of course, the classical, but both, like, calm and hype classical music. And then I got, like, video game background music. And, like, show background, like, OSTs. And then, I got some J-rock in there. And then I've got some, like, indie music. And then I've got, like, funk. And then I've got jazz. And then I've got, like, yeah, see, that's hard. I think I've already proven the point. And Forest Scorpion says, those were some artists. A lot of my favorite soundtracks are from video games. Ooh. Do you have a favorite video game soundtrack? Or several favorites? Because I personally could not name just one. So I won't make you just name one, if you want to share at all. And if you like classical, you should look into Jessica Curry. She's an incredible composer who did the music for Dear Esther and Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. I may not know that content either, but that means that I will have the privilege of enjoying the music outside of their context, which sometimes is nice. I'll type it on my list of things to look up. Thank you for the recommendation. I am always kind of looking for classical recommendations. And jazz. Like, I feel like I really like both of those a lot, but I don't always know how to jump into new artists. Speaking of jumping into things, we are 2 hours and 15 minutes into it. And I do have a composition sketch where I didn't before, which is great. Usually I start a stream with this. Let's show Storm saying that her good luck helped us out. And let's get at least the hair done. I'm gonna try to shoot low. Because I'll probably only be streaming for an hour longer at max. We'll see. But, I'm only up for real short streams these days. I mean, I've always been impressed by people who do super long ones, but even when I was in good health, I couldn't do those very easily. And Forest Scorpion says, oh, First Pendy says, it's been a good time lurking. I'm gonna head out and finish some assignments. Have fun streaming, y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by, Patchy, and thanks for catching up. I haven't seen you around much, so it's really nice to see you. And, like, I hope you enjoy your continued hiatus away from social media, and enjoy your school assignments, and best of luck. You got this. I'm excited to see when you come back, and see you around. And Forest Scorpions also says, take care, Panda. And also, the Silent Hill soundtrack, specifically 2, 3, and 4, are very cozy and important to me. I listen a lot. The ones for Final Fantasy 9 and 10 are also close to my heart. Is 10 the one with Titus? Let me see. Also, Silent Hill 2, 3, and 4. I'm typing those down because I could always use cozy things, and one of my close friends really likes Silent Hill, so maybe I can, like, my way of getting in. Also, thanks for the hearts, Patchy! Hearts to you too! No, thanks for the redeem of the hydrate and the stretch! I will do both of those pronto. I'm realizing I did not have to mute to stretch, but I was muted. Still stretching my arms. Thank you. May this help me hydrate. I need it. Sometimes I take salt pills to help me hydrate. I do have some next to me. I didn't take any today. I did take my vitamins. I don't really like... the salt pills Brev's got are literally just salt tablets, so they're like condensed salt. But they're not tablets, they're just like pills that are made out of condensed salt. And so it just tastes like salt, and it's like really, really potent. And I don't dislike salt, but just eating like a handful of it is really, really gross to me. Like, it does not taste good. So I kind of want to go back to taking my little, like, tablets, but they apparently had, like, other minerals and vitamins that I don't need in it. And it's like, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But it has kind of discouraged me from taking salt pills a little bit. Next time, maybe I'll find, like, tablets that don't have other minerals and stuff. We'll see. Before Scorpion says, a lot of Silent Hill music is intentionally creepy, but also very, very lovely and atmospheric. I have several faves if you want specific recommendations. Like Taro, I also like talking about music. Oh, nice! I mean, both of those feel like they could go together, like, really well. Also, Silent Hill and Taro. That would be neat. But yeah, if you got faves, let me know. I'll look those up specifically. Monochrome just says, just make your own, easy. Can you? Can you get those little, like, tablet things? Like, those, like, the holders, like, where you, like... I have to draw it. I'm motioning it with my hands, and you guys cannot see them. But, like, these little tablets, can you just, like, pop the lid off? And put salt in there? And that's it? Because I would. I just don't have any of these empty things. But not easy. That sounds like going out of my way. And that's the hardest thing of all. But no, I mean, it might not be. I don't know. I guess I'll look in to see if anyone makes their own pills. And Monochrome says, you can buy them empty. But yeah, you can? Wow. Sorry I accused you of giving me hard work to do. Alright. If a tiger is really scruffy and cute, I'm gonna make the hair... You know what, I'll just sketch it out first. I don't need the lines to be perfect. I'm gonna make the hair really fluffy, but still like my hair. Monochrome says, me, give you hard work? Never. That's true. You've always done your best to make things easy on me. Ever since we were kids. Flashback time. Man, Revs and I were talking again recently about how, like, sometimes there's specific characters that you think people see you as, or that you are, but then there's characters you want to be. And I always default to talking about, like, Tails and Knuckles, and how it's like, well, I feel like I'm like Knuckles the Echidna, but I wish I could be like Tails. But people perceive me as Tails, so it's like, oh. Like, oh yeah, I think you'd be Tails. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's the first step. Like, I can feel a little more at peace with my desire to become someone like Tails, if that's how people already see me. But the main thing I really like about Tails is that he supports people really well, and I want to do that better. But, the reason I feel like I'm like Knuckles is because he gets really angry. And I really relate sometimes. I feel like my patience and tolerance isn't as high as I want it to be, so I relate to those parts of Knuckles. And, like, he can be really stubborn and, like, overly loyal. And I kind of relate to that, too. In some ways, anyway. So, like, I love fluffy hair, but this kind of looks like that one kid, Trevor, from Pokemon X and Y. Okay, let me look up Trevor. But, anyways. Thinking about those characters, I was trying to think of other ones. And it made me think of, like, because I was thinking Monochrome, and, like, the reputation we had back in the day, and I still think, way back then, people will probably be like, oh yeah, like, you're totally Tails. And I'm like, I guess that hasn't changed. That's why it makes me think of Trevor. Okay, I'm pulling up Trevor. Monochrome says dread. Yeah, we had quite the reputation back in our day. But I think it was a good one. Are you dreading Trevor? Yeah, so the reason I think I thought of Trevor is because of the cheek hair. But I don't want to have a bowl cut. Before Scorpion says, end of small sanctuary, never forgive me, never forget me, nightmarish waltz, your rain, wounded war song, love song, you're not here, all are by Akira Yamaoka. I am seriously just gonna copy paste straight into my document. Having stream documents has been super helpful, to just be like, oh, I'll remember that for later. Before Scorpion says, also hard for me to only name a few of those, bahaha. Well, thank you for doing so. Monochrome says, I can't believe people thought I was smart and successful while I actually had a 1.8 GPA, lol. That's because you were smart and you were successful. Your GPA was like fucking nothing to do with your intelligence and your success. You're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna run a whole fucking company, fuck high school and all this shit. And you're like, I'm gonna run like all these cool ass shit. You're gonna do all this cool ass shit. You're gonna be super smart. You like aced it in fucking engineering. So, like, you were already smart. I feel like the only reason you didn't have a good GPA in school is because you didn't give a shit to prove it. You were just like, why the hell do they need to know? So yeah, I mean, I think everyone was right. And Vor Scorpion says, it's true, intelligence can't be measured by numbers. Smart is smart. Yeah, dude, I had over a 4.0 GPA or whatever, which I didn't think was fucking possible. And I'm like a total dumbass out there. And like, all of the smarts I learned to get good grades, they like didn't stay with me at all. I don't know like any of the math I studied for as a kid. And it's like, yeah, I was smart according to the numbers, but I was just trying to prove the numbers, like, make them higher. But it didn't really prove that I was genuinely smart on like the level that like other people are. And like, I wouldn't even pretend to be like, I had above a 4.0, I know what Monochrome's talking about. No, I do not know the smart shit you talk about half the time. It is so smart. It is like above my intelligence grade. And I like it that way. I think it's cool to be like, wow, I got such a smart brother. I don't need to be that smart. But it's nice to just have a smart brother. Monochrome says, I think our max GPA was 5 because honors and stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was kind of like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, and in college, that didn't change. I got... Dude, this is a testament of how I'm actually dumb, but the school system didn't think so. Because I don't remember what it's called when you get literally all of the chords in college. Like the little, like, braided things that go on you when you graduate. I got them all, and I think it's called summa cum laude. And my dad was all like, wow, Rain, you're so smart. Oh, I'm so proud. And, like, I'm really glad I made him happy, because that was kind of the main reason I would do that shit. Just because my dad was always like, that's really neat. But, like, I don't think I retained any of the information half the time. I just was like, I did good on tests. The end. And I don't think doing good on tests is the same as being genuinely intelligent. Monochrome says, I only slightly remember because Gastel talked down to us because we were honors. Like, so we couldn't get what the true honor students could get. Gastel talked down to us because we were honors. Honors light. Oh, okay. We were honors light, so we couldn't get what true honor students could get. Oh. Well, Gastel talked down to us because she had a fucking high horse she always rode on. That lady was awful. She treated all my friends terribly. And she favored all her students in her drama club. She was a terrible, terrible teacher. You guys ever have any of those? Hopefully not. Oh my gosh, but then Brevs tells me about her teacher she had, and somehow Gastel seems like a fucking saint afterward. I hope this still looks like me, even with fluffy hair. I guess I could still make them alien-y and not have pupils. Or maybe I can give them white pupils. Like that. It's kind of scary. Monochrome says, true. Yeah, honestly, she was a bitch. I hate teachers that make students, like, not want to go to their classes. It's like, shouldn't you be hyping your students up for learning? I know, like, you can't always do that. But you don't want to have to make your kids dread learning. Especially if it's just your fault and it's not even the subject matter that makes people dread it. Like, then you really fucked up. Bo Scorpion says, I majored in art in high school, magnet program, and I loved it a lot, but the teachers picked favorites and were trash bags to the not favorites. Oh. Yeah, see? Totally! That's what Gastel was like. She was awful. But, like, that's unacceptable. Also, I don't know what a magnet program is, but that was, like, the same thing Monochrome and I went to, I think. Because you could graduate with a degree or whatever. But it was, like, very interesting school system. I left early with my high school diploma and didn't get a degree. Because that option was still there when I was a kid. I don't know if that school will still let you just, like, graduate without getting a diploma. But I had to move. So I was like, well, I'll just take my diploma and not get a degree and get out of here. And then go to college. But all the college credits I had done at that point had really helped because I didn't need to redo them in my new college. But yeah, doing college in high school, that shit sucks. Though I had lots of cool friends, like Monochrome, to get me through it. But it was, like, also weird. Sometimes we'd have college students in our class, and it's like, hello, 20-something-year-old, I am but 15, and let me plop down next to you and we can do our science subjects together. really weird shit. Scorpion says it basically had super focused programs for certain things. There were visual arts, theater, math and sciences, and just general high school courses if people didn't want to do any of those. Oh! That sounds really cool. I feel like I've heard of that kind of system before, and I actually think that's really neat. Scorpion says, I almost went for theater. I had an audition prepared and everything. Glad I went for art, though. I met one of my most amazing friends there that I still have to this day. That's awesome! Yeah, sometimes it's not even just about the skills you learn in a place, but the people you meet. And, like, the things you learn aren't always what you learn in courses, but, like, just through experiences. And I think that is worth a lot. Monochrome says, I also chose to graduate early, and then they still called my name at the graduation LL, which of course I was not there. They called your name at a graduation that wasn't yours? I mean, I don't think they did that to me, because I graduated early and they called my name there. But I don't think they called my name the year after that I wasn't there, but I guess I wouldn't know. I'd have to see. I guess I'll have to ask our other friends who did graduate the year after me. And be like, did they call my name? Or that checks out. Our school was very disorganized. Before Scorpion says, sometimes I wonder how AU Scorpions is doing out there on Broadway. I mean, if you like making art, though, that's very exciting. Just another art form, like acting, I think. But, that is kind of curious. I used to want to be a vet. I think that's an interesting question. Like, what if you did do the thing you once really wanted to do? What would that person be up to these days? Who would they know? Like, what would you have met? Or who would you have met on the stage? It's very interesting stuff. Monochrome says, it was mega weird because they called it at my brother's graduation, so it wouldn't have even been my actual graduation. What? That's so stupid. Dude, like, yeah, leave it to our school to be unorganized as hell, even after years were gone. Our school was very new when we attended, so it was, like, all over the fucking place. Can't trust those guys to do anything right. Even get a counselor that didn't make you want to fucking die. Like, isn't that your job? Just, like, soothe kids' worries and help them in their classes? Like, when they don't know what classes to take next? But no, our counselor sucked, too. And Four Scorpion says, art is something I've done since I was very tiny, but so was singing. It was quite a crossroads. That does sound hard. Yeah, to decide between those two things. I mean, what's cool about it is that you don't have to make both a career to enjoy both of them. But to know which one you want to profit off of and which one you want to make a hobby. And, like, maybe potentially even cast to the side. That's pretty difficult. Oh, thank you for the head pats and the cat ears, Ursa! Thank you. I appreciate it. Also, now I'm like, what time is it there? I'm not gonna shame you for it. I'm not gonna shame you for what time it is there. But I'm also like, oh no, are you really sleepy now? I hope you're doing okay. And thanks for stopping by. Oh, and pet the cats! Alright, I'll be back, everyone. I gotta go pet my cats ASAP. You'll probably hear me petting them on the audio. Because I'm not muting, but I will be absconding. Oh wait, I was supposed to press the disappear button. Absconding! Versus even the meanie one. No, they're both wonderful. Oh wait, yeah, okay, I know what you're referencing now. Fuck that guy. I'll be back. Oh, he's right here. Hello. Oh, nice. These pets are from Ursa. Oh, it's a pet. Oh, squinties. Oh, pets with the paws. Okay. And you too, mister. Oh, the pet. Oh, the squinties. I love you so much. Lots and lots of pets. I want you guys to know your love. And Ursa loves you. No chaos, I'm still here. Especially now. The cats loved it. They were very happy. And they're very sleepy. They're on the bunk behind me, so it's really easy to see them. Monochrome says, I'm ashamed you. I'll do what must be done. No shame. And Ursa says, even the mean one. Yeah, my fucking bitchy ass cat. He scratched my Pokemon binder up. It was very sad, because it has all my Kagamine lens stickers on it. But luckily he didn't get the stickers. But I can't transfer those stickers elsewhere, so that was sad. I was so mad at him. For Scorpion says, no, yeah, part of my issue with the art teachers was also that they taught us all as if we wanted to make money as artists. Like, can you just teach me to develop my own skills? No? Why are you an art teacher then? Dude, that was the same way at my school. Like, when I went to college for art, literally, like, they were like, alright, we have to teach you all to do it as a job. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You can teach everyone how to do it as a job. That's great. I mean, if people are going to college for it, that's an honest assumption. But, like, I'm not here for that. So, like, I don't really want to waste all my time learning how to make profit off of art. Because I don't want to. And, like, that always blew their minds. You'd be like, oh, shit, how do I teach you if you're not doing this as, like, a life career choice? And it's like, just teach me? I don't really feel like that should change anything. Monochrome says stream is gone. Time to cause chaos. Oh, my goodness. You are a rebel rouser. Make me feel old. Oh, my God, my cat just popped down. I don't know if you got to hear, but the cats were very happy about the pets. Oh, I got to sneeze, though. He just left a trail cat for... Or do I? Nope, I definitely did. Sneeze and bound. My goodness. All these lovely chaotic folks in my chat. Oh yeah! Also, my Knuckles next to me. I realize he does have purple eyes. I gave him like pinkish purple eyes to be like... I don't remember if it's pink or purple, because in the movie it's kind of pink. But I think in Adventure it's purple. And I know, like, also, like, his face skin tone has changed over time. It used to be really pale, but now it's, like, a little tanner. And I'm like, okay, well, and I did this Knuckles from memory for some fucking reason. But I'm like, I'm gonna have to do another one with reference in the future with purple eyes, because apparently he does have purple eyes. And I like that. I think purple eyes are cool. Ooh. I could do the stripes, but they're Band-Aids from getting the shit kicked out of me. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think the school I went to, unfortunately, wasn't a magnet system. It was more of a... You can succeed, but not in a specific study. It had to be, like, STEM related. Yeah, it was just an early college program. That was it. You just got to get a degree, but they were specifically STEM focused. We didn't even have art class. I didn't have art class all my high school. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. I will do that ASAP, and I will read your message. Alright, reading this cool story, I'll share it with you guys. Ooh, to a really good Pokemon song, too, yeah. Force Corbin says, one time the school partnered with a local museum for an Edgar Allan Poe event. My printmaking class got to make posters for it, and mine is the one that got picked. It also ended up being purchased by someone that attended the gallery, and my drawing painting teacher was so huffy when he called me over to his desk to let someone know wanted to pay for my work. He gave me such crap about my choices and technique, so that was very validating. Like, haha, see, people like my stuff, you can be mad. That's awesome! Not even just fueled by spite, but like, rewarded. That spite, that is awesome. Oh, I'm so happy for you, I'm glad you got to shove it down his throat. Be like, ha 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 ha. It's almost like I'm talented and you don't know jack shit, and you shouldn't have been such an unsupportive asshole. Who would have thought? Monochrome also said, yeah, art was the sister school, sadly. What? Are you telling me the whole time that the school attached to our school actually did art, and we were just the STEM ones? Oh my god! I didn't know they got the fucking actual art part. I guess that makes sense, because whenever we went to visit we had, like, a school in the city, and we were, like, in the rural-ish part. But the school in the city, we would, like, visit them sometimes, and, like, they always had, like, plays going on. But that makes a lot of sense if they were the art side and we were just the STEM side. Well, that's okay. I like science and technology and engineering and math stuff. For the most part. Four Scorpion says, it was a good woodblock print. I love it so much and still have the block for it and some duplicates of the print. That's so exciting! Well, if you'd ever like to share it, I would love a DM. And Four Scorpion says, it's cute knowing there's one living with some gentleman I never met. We just communicated by email about the price. Aw, that is cute. I'm glad they liked it so much. Monochrome said, yeah, the other one was the English art other stuff I don't remember. What? Probably history, too. But that's bullshit! What the fuck? Can't believe we got stuck with STEM, and they got to have art. I mean, I still feel like they probably had to learn science and math, so why couldn't we learn art? They just completely removed art from our curriculum, because they're like, fuck it. Engineering, which was a very fun class that I got very artistic in, but wasn't the best at. We did an egg drop, which, for those of you who don't know what an egg drop is, it's when you need to engineer a device. It's like very like entry-level engineering stuff. You need to basically make a device, plan it out, that when you drop like an egg off of bleachers, you are allowed to be mad at your egg drop. That was bullshit. But also, I don't remember all the details of your egg drop. I just remember being pissed about it. If you don't mind, I would love to hear about your egg drop story. Oh, Arsavidim, yeah! Thank you, I will totally take you up on that, yeah. And For Scorpion says, so you mean a DM on Discord? Would be happy to show you if you want to see, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can, what is it? You can whisper me or message me on Twitch, yeah, and I'll give you my Discord there, yeah. I don't really, like, publicly release my Discord, yeah, but, like, I'll totally give you mine, yeah. Ursa says lots of smug blushies, yeah. I wish I could raise one eyebrow and not the other, yeah. My model doesn't like it, yeah. But I'm giving you the same expression back, yeah. But with a frown, yeah. No, thank you, yeah. I'll say, yeah. Oh, yeah, for 5 minutes, yeah. So it's like 6:59, yeah. So it'll be like 7:04, yeah. When I stop saying, yeah, yeah. Ooh, pretty music, yeah. And Four Scorpion says, oh, wait, yeah, I forgot there's even a DM feature on Twitch, yeah. There is, but I don't know if you can send pictures, yeah. So if you just want to exchange Discords, we can, yeah. I'm not very, like, aware of how Twitch does it, yeah. But yeah, the egg drop. So, you basically have to engineer a device where you have to protect your egg from, like, a really big, like a drop, like bleachers, in a school ground or whatever. This is a track. Ignore. Anyway, so you have to stand here as, like, a little person, and you have to drop this egg all the way down to the ground, and it can't break, or else you fail. But you need to protect your egg in some sort of, like, I don't know, like some sort of casing, but it can't be bigger than, like, a certain amount. So, it needs to be condensed and really protected. And, like, I'm not really smart, as we've discussed, but I got good grades. And so, what I did was I took a whole fucking loaf of bread. That's a bread loaf. Many of these. And I condensed all of the bread into one tiny, just fucking block of bread. That was this shape. This, like, 5 to 6 inch by 6 inch or whatever. And I just encased it in bread and carved out a hole in the middle so the egg could be in there. And you know what? I dropped it and it was safe. So, I did it. That was my egg drop experience. Monochromes, however. So Monochrome said, I tested my egg drop multiple times and it worked. When it came time for the one for the exam, he used an egg he'd already used. So it already had micro cracks, so of course it shattered. Oh, that's right. That's so fucked up. Our engineering teacher was like, also not great. Oh my god, I haven't been saying yeah this whole time. Okay, now it's 4 minutes extra starting after 7:01 p.m. yeah. So 7:05 p.m. yeah. Okay, I was only doing that for a minute yeah. Or I guess 2 minutes yeah. So it should be 7:06 yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. So, Monochrome says, so of course it shattered, yeah. Yeah, like of course it shattered. It had already been dropped before, yeah. Like whatever. Don't like be stingy another time, yeah. But like eggs don't cost that much, yeah. Especially not at that time, especially not where we lived. Yeah, so that was pretty fucked. Yeah. And Urza says, I love you, yeah. Thank you. Also, thanks for the follow, Sakura, yeah. That's so sweet of you, yeah. I hope you enjoy your time here, yeah. Before Scorpion says, we are in tier of server together. I believe if that is the correct account you use, I can send it to you that way, yeah. Oh, yes, I am definitely in tier of Discord, yeah. Should just be rain there, yeah. Or just rainy day alien, yeah. Like the regular name, yeah. But I love you too, yeah. And Sakura redeemed head pats, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad if I'm doing a good job. Yeah. I appreciate it, yeah. Thank you for hearing our egg drop story, yeah. That was my experience engineering, yeah. I also got to hang out with students like on projects that I never really got to like do before, yeah. Wait a second, yeah. I just realized. Was the thing that's keeping me from frowning this whole time, it's not VTube Studio, it's my art program. Every time I try to do a toggle in my art program. Yeah. Every time I try to do a toggle in my art program, yeah, it just doesn't let me do the toggle for VTube Studio, yeah. I might have to refigure out or reconfigure my toggles for VTube Studio, yeah, so that in the future I can frown easier without having to click off my art thing, yeah. Oh no. Did I not toggle? I did toggle, yeah. I'm not good with toggles, yeah. I know people do like 700 expressions on their model, yeah. Sakura Kitsune says, cute alien cat is cute, yeah. Thank you. One of my goals this year, yeah, is that I won't just have like an item tacked on to my head for my cat ears, yeah. Is I want to put them behind my bangs and actually have them attached to my model, yeah. Because if I turn all the way right, yeah, you can see the ears just fly right off my head, yeah. Which is rude, and I don't appreciate, yeah. So this year, one of my resolutions is to get that fixed, yeah. And I need to talk to my regular about it, yeah. Monochrome says, launch it as admin, yeah. Oh, maybe that would help to launch the art program or VTube Studio as admin, yeah. Most people with a ton of expressions probably have a Stream Deck, yeah. Ooh, that's very fair, yeah. I don't even... Oh, Steam Deck and Stream Deck are probably two different things this whole time, huh, yeah. Monochrome said VTube, yeah. Oh wait, also, I got a hydrate from 4 Scorpions this minute, yeah? I will do that right away. Alright, thank you. Hey, appreciate it. Gotta look out for my throat, yeah. And we got one more minute of nyan, yeah. Sakura Kitsune says, the drawing's coming along nicely, yeah. Thank you! I appreciate it, yeah. I'm trying to get some fun styles in here, yeah. So hopefully, I can have some fun outfits, yeah. We'll see what I end up going for. I feel like Letterman's totally fit Tigers, yeah. And then Ursa says, I have 1, but only have 5 expressions, yeah. Oh, so you have like you have a Steam Deck, and you got 5 expressions, yeah? That's a lot of expressions, I feel like, yeah. I just got frown and not frown, yeah. Which, frankly, is I think all I need, yeah, except it would be kind of nice to have a sad frown, yeah. Or like sad brows, yeah. Like a toggle for sad brows or like excited or angry brows, yeah. Because I can only ever really be angry frown, yeah. Luckily, I'm not usually that sad on stream, so that's good, yeah. And Monochrome says, Steam Deck is a Nintendo Switch, but for Steam. Stream Deck is basically a small device with customizable macros, yeah. Okay, see, I was so confused because this whole time I thought those were the same thing, yeah. Also, it's 7:06. Yeah, complete! Thank you! But one last thank you, yeah. But, yeah, see, I always thought those were the same thing. So I was always really confused because people would be like, oh, I got a Stream Deck so I can... like, have all my expressions on toggle, and I can, have all my, sound effects on toggle. I'm like, okay, and then people were like, I heard the same, like, I have a Stream Deck, so I can play Fallout 4 on portable, and I'm like, what? What? How do you do that on the same device? What a versatile object! That makes a lot more sense now. I think it'd be cool to play Steam games on the go, but I don't know how much I PC game because I already have the Switch, which is on the go. I guess to say, for me, it's a little too late, but maybe someday. I just really like Nintendo games as well, so... I'm really worried about the disappearance of couch co-op stuff. Because I think places make a lot more money if you don't have couch co-op and you have to get like whole new games and play on separate devices. I think that's pretty sad. I kind of grew up on couch co-op, or even like DS games that like are co-op oriented. Oh, and Sakura Kitsune says, may I ask what you are using to draw? Yeah, I'm using Paint Tool Sai. I'll spell it out. It's a really old version though, so I can't really attest to how the new one is. I have a version that hasn't been updated since maybe a decade ago. It was a really long time ago. No, hold on, it couldn't have been that long. Holy shit, yeah, I think this is like a decade-old version of Sai. So that's what I do. Sakura says, ooh, I see. Never heard of it, hee hee. Oh, it's very cool. It has really awesome features. Like, I don't know if you can see can't see my drop-down menus on OBS. But like, let's say where are you? Let's say I wanted to take this Calvin and Hobbes, or I guess better thing is like a line art. Let me go take a line art with a white background. It's probably one of my favorite features that Sai has that I think gets underutilized. But, let me see. Pokemon line art. Give me some of that Pokemon line art. I'll take, this picture of Snorlax. No, it's transparent. I'm looking for non-transparent things. There we go. I got a Charizard instead. So, one of my favorite things about Sai, and I think you can do this in Photoshop too, is say I got this picture, but I want to like color underneath it, and I can't because it's got a white background. Well, I can go to, I think Layer, Luminance to Transparency, and now I can see everything through it. And if I just up the contrast a bit, then I can, wait, is it the same layer? Oh my gosh, I'm not doing a good demo. But, if I up the brightness or contrast, it should be able to just completely get rid of the white or the gray behind it. Yeah, there we go. And now I can color behind it, which is great. That's one of my favorite things about it. But another thing I like to do with it is, let's say I just wanted to give like a like red background for some reason to this Charizard. I have a lot on the screen, let me get rid of these. If I wanted to give like a red outline to this Charizard, I could just select everything around this Charizard. And then I could go to selection and I can go to invert, and now I've selected the whole Charizard. And I could do this whole like red outline underneath him and not the background or whatever. But specifically what I like to do is I like to go to layer, and then I have to, or selection, increment, 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 and then I can do like cool outer layers. I probably did not demonstrate this very well, but let's say you colored your heckin' Charizard and you wanted to have like a cool like layer around it that made it, I don't know, have some pop. You could just do it on a different layer. I realize that a lot of people demo this stuff, and I've never done anything like that. And it probably shows. So now, I have like a little like background around this Charizard, and I think that helps stuff pop sometimes. Anyways, that was a weird demo. Those are a couple things I like about Sai. Sakura says, ooh, fancy and amazing. Thank you! Yeah, I like Sai. It's a really neat program. I mean, a lot of people like Clip Studio Paint, because I'm sure I can do the same stuff, and I'm sure, like, it can do it better. But there's, like, the ease of doing it on Sai is so awesome, because the other ones kind of overwhelm me a bit with, like, all the steps you have to take to do things, or, like, all the different stuff you can do. This is a very basic, bare-bones art program, and it's one I recommend for, like, new artists, because Photoshop, really overwhelming. And Clip Studio Paint, less overwhelming, but still like a lot of extra stuff to do that's not just, I want to draw with layers and color underneath it, the end. And like, that's all I really aim to do with digital art most of the time, so it suits my needs. Monaco says, oh right, I got my drawing tablet in a couple weeks ago. That's so exciting! I hope you can draw soon! That'd be really cool. Best of luck, like, working up and doing so. And Sakura says, thank you for your Sai wisdom. I use Procreate on my iPad. Oh, neat. I don't even know anything about Procreate. Like, what do you like to draw? Ursa says, he's truly a sage. Like sage, but with like a country accent. I'm a sage. Thank you. I wish I knew more, about Sai, but My wisdom probably kind of ends there. I'm a very simple person when it comes to online programs. And, like, people are like, I have a brush for lace, or I have a brush for hair. And I'm like, I try to draw stuff that's so simple, I don't need to make a whole brush for it, but sometimes that sort of thing would probably come in handy, instead of having to, like, draw a lace all the time. Sakura says, mostly my OC are other mutuals, hee hee. Aw, that's so fun! Honestly, I almost started the stream today just doing doodles with people, because I was like, that's kind of, like, that just, like, lifts your mood sometimes. You're like, I like doing that. It just makes you happy to see the people you love so happy. Monochrome says, I've been practicing a bit, but I'm still only able to hold a pencil for about 15 minutes before needing to set it down. I mean, 15 minutes is still a lot more than where you were at. That's very exciting. I'm so happy. Like, if you've been able to practice a bit. I hope you can draw longer and longer. That's a really cool thing to start the year with. Monochrome says, yay. Well, very cool. Congrats on your progress. Also, this is what I this is what I do instead of using brushes. Is I just, like, find faster ways to draw things, and I'm like, I could use a brush feasibly and make this process faster. I don't have to draw lace on everything. Or I don't have to always draw lace every single time. But I still do. I just draw it like this. It's kind of like lazy lace. It doesn't look the best. It could definitely look better. And then I just kind of try to make, like, the wrinkles to my best of my ability. And it's like, there's my lace. Ta-da! So, but some people will just be like, here's my lace brush. And they'll, like, make a line and it makes a whole beautiful thing of lace. Or I guess this is frills, not lace. But people will, like, have a frills brush that's really awesome and moves with physics and goes from one side to the other. And I think that's really cool. I am too lazy to figure that shit out, though. I'm just, like, not technologically inclined, so I just do that. I just find a lazy way to do it. Or, like, on my outfit, it's just, like, curlies, which is fine. But, well, I don't know if I should, like, still do the, like, crash, like, mark on this character. I guess I could do it on the forehead. I think that's fine. And I could probably do, like, the tiger stripe. I really liked on the other ones the, like, really simple stripe. So I might just try to, like, recreate that. Like the one on Shimajiro. And maybe this will all be black. Yeah, I think that gets a sufficiently tiger vibe across. I could do stripes on the hair too, but I think the band-aids kind of already get that vibe. We'll see. I'll mark them out just in case. For Scorpions redeems a stretch. Thank you. Thanks for taking care of me. Ooh, stretches. No, we've been going at this for like 3 hours now. I'm very happy with that. Before Scorpion says the face is super duper cute so far. Thank you! Yeah, I'll clean it up and I think I'm happy with how it's turning out so far. And Sakura Kisa says your stream is lots comfy and relaxing. Oh, I'm happy if it can be. Sometimes, it's nice to just relax with everyone. Like just a couple of buds, chilling. It's so nice. Sometimes I get anxious about streaming and I'm like, oh no, what if it's like, too much and like I'm not able to keep up or something. But I feel like my streams aren't really high octave energy or high octane energy, where it's like never like, whoa guys, we're getting wild here. Come see my penthouse, which I don't have. Come see my new pet tiger, which I don't have. I never really have to perform per se. Because there's a lot of VTubers who don't really do that. They just kind of like are themselves, and I think that's very reassuring. But sometimes I build it up in my head like, oh man, I have to like, what if I'm not good at entertaining? Or like, what if something. Like you have all those doubts, you know? I guess everyone has that, not just with like streaming, but like with all sorts of things. And sometimes those make me worry or hesitate. But I'm really glad to hear things like that. Like this is comfy and relaxing. And it's like, oh good. Because if I can give that sort of vibe, I think that's that's nice. It makes me feel like I did well. I'm gonna stretch my hands. And Four Scorpion says, big agree. Thank you. Thanks for the praise. Four Scorpion says, our minds gives us a million reasons to not do something sometimes for sure. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, man, what if I don't enjoy streaming? And then literally every single time I have ever streamed, I have never left a stream being like, I didn't like that. Literally every time. And I think it's largely in part to how nice everyone is. So, and like, at the end of the day, I'm also just doing something I enjoy. Art. And I'm glad if I can. And I'm glad if I can enjoy people's company on top of that. And so, even if I work up in my head this, like, nightmarish, hypothetical, at the end of the day, doing something I enjoy with people I enjoy, I can't imagine leaving that and not having enjoyed it. Scorpion says, I love streaming for friends. I haven't done it many times yet, but whenever I do, it's a lovely time. Aww. No, I totally get that. Before I was a VTuber. I mean, I have a YouTube, but, do I have a thing for that? I set up these, like, toggles a while ago. Do I have a socials toggle? I do! Wow. Thanks, past me. I do technically have a YouTube. No obligation to follow me any of these places. If this is your preferred platform, I'm happy to see you here. But, also I don't update my Instagram enough. It's, like, super behind, like, back in October, but I try to update it. But, anyways. I used to stream, like, small little friend streams. Like, I would just, like, be on DeviantArt as a kid, and I would, like, invite some of my friends to come watch me draw. And they might do the same, and we would, like, join some sort of, like, Zoom service, but whatever it was back in the day when it wasn't Zoom. And we would just share each other's pages, and we'd just chat, and it'd just be, like, the three of us hanging out. And gosh, yeah, I was, like, in high school or middle school back then when I did that. Probably high school. It was nice. Just streaming with friends. And Scorpion says, I get really active on Instagram, then leave it alone for months. There is no pattern. Yeah, dude, it's like Animal Crossing. Like, I used to post every single sketch and doodle I did on Instagram. On my actual, like, art Instagram. I haven't posted on my art Instagram since October, and I haven't posted, and it was just a random, like, Halloween icon I did on my art Instagram. And, like, before then, there was, like, months and months of art I still haven't posted, and I'm kind of like, what do I want to share with Instagram? Do I share them every little morsel of art I've made? Outside of Rainy Day Alien stuff? And, like, do I show them all that? And I think I realized, I think I'll just share with Instagram whatever I feel like sharing. Like, if I'm like, ooh, I'd like to share this art piece with Instagram, then I can share it with them. But otherwise, at the end of the day, it's not about being like, look how productive I've been, blah, 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 blah. Here's all my art. It's like, no. As much as I want to take the opportunity, like, if my art can make someone smile or happy, then, like, I want to post it and share it where people can see it. But, like, not at my own detriment, so... Like, I'm not gonna, like, force myself to go all the way back in my art catalog to, like, last summer and post every single thing I've ever made since then to my art Instagram. I'll probably just post the things I think people would enjoy the most. And then that's it. And for Scorpions, for Team Day Hydrate, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will do that right away. I have to look up what song this is. This is a classic. Okay, we're at 3 hours and 4 minutes into this video. Let me look at their playlist and see. 3 hours and 4 minutes. Goldenrod City. On GSC. Is that gold and silver? Either way, I love it. Goldenrod City. Definitely feels like it brings back memories, but I'm not sure from when. Poor Scorpion says, I treat mine like a little clubhouse. I got anxious and icky feeling when I used Instagram, but since purging my follower list and switching to private, it's been fun again sometimes. That's good. I'm glad you figured out the way that you have to, like, make content enjoyable for you. By no means do you have to, like, make your setup to anyone's, like, obligation or whatever. Like, you're not obligated to just endure all the bad stuff on your own social media feed. And you also don't have to endure social media. Like we heard earlier, Pandy's been taking a break from it for quite some time. I follow them on Twitter and Instagram, and I haven't seen them around doing too much. But it's kind of nice knowing that they're just relaxing and taking it easy. Like, doing what's best for them, sort of thing. But I think about that sometimes. I've thought about making my own private Twitter where I just, like, vent a bunch of shit. to no one and don't tell anyone about it. But at the end of the day, it makes me think, like, I should just get a diary, I guess. Or I should just, like, write in my notes app on my phone. Because, like, why do I need to Twitter it out? But I have friends who do this sort of thing. And I'm like, I don't know, would that be helpful? Because, like, today, I used my Twitter circle for the first time, and it's very small. I checked to see the people who were in it, and I was like, oh my gosh. I have, like, 15 people in my Twitter circle, and I didn't realize that. I have lots of mutuals, but I guess I was very sparse when I made my Twitter circle. And it was kind of like a event about social media in general, and how sometimes it makes me feel kind of sad. It's good to take breaks from it. I think, yeah, I'll definitely be taking more breaks from my rainy day alien Twitter. Because I think sometimes that sort of stuff just bums me out. And it's like, oh, why did I start my day getting bummed? I should probably start my day eating breakfast and watching Pokemon instead. And Poor Scorpion says, the boundary of I want to draw for me, not draw with, am I going to post this? It started constricting me kind of, and that's no good. Yeah, totally. It's like, drawing something and not posting it can be kind of a relief. And be like, oh, I just enjoyed my time. Like, I think for VTuber stuff, it feels like drawing is such a promotional tool or like an activity showing progress tool sort of thing. But it's like, I don't know, at the end of the day, I already have a Year of the Rabbit thing. And it's like, I didn't need to make a Year of the Tiger transitioning to a Year of the Rabbit thing. So why did I? It's like, well, I guess it was just for fun. And if I never posted this or never finished this, I still had a good time. And I think that's what art should be about. So, I think it's kind of nice to just have art for art's sake. Before Scorpion says, journals are so lovely and helpful for little self-check-ins. Oh my goodness, journals are also a scary-ass place sometimes. When I was a kid, I took a journal for a year, and I feel like I still own it, or have it to this day. And it's like this huge fucking stack. It's like, it was drawn in a binder, and the binder, thank fuck, was massive because it was just on notepad paper every day. And wow. Oh my goodness. Was my like, freaking diary full of the most wild shit for a kid that lived a very, very normal life. I feel like. Well, a relatively normal life, I feel like. Like, nothing really fully happened. But my writings would suggest that my life was some fucking weird drama soap opera, and it was intense. If I check back in on it sometime, I'll probably cringe a lot. But I guess that's good. Shows growth. But, yeah, maybe a journal would be good. Having, like, a specific time to shine, but in a very private notebook. Man, I kind of want to do something fluffy here. So I really like fluffy chests on tigers. But I think I'll just do a Letterman with stripes on it and then like a white t-shirt underneath. Keep it simple. But Scorpion's like, yeah, periodically I harvest my filled journals, ultimately destroy it, as I reread and keep little bits of some of it. It can be cathartic, but also I was not doing super great, I tell you what. Yeah. That's a lot of darkness to go through, especially since like part of keeping journals is supposed to be like the catharticism of letting go some of the negativity inside you. Or at least part of journals for a lot of people are like that. But sometimes therapists are like, you should make a journal of all the nice things that happen in the day. And I'm like, I think that's nice too. I used to do this one thing that was kind of an in-between, and I had like a daily calendar and you could put notes on it. And it was golden retrievers. I liked it a lot. But you'd have like a new golden retriever each day, and at the end of every day, I would make like a small paragraph of like expressing what happened that day, just so I could look back on it. And it kind of dark sometimes, but sometimes it was like, I hung out with my friend Udi, we had a great time, we got some Korean barbecue, and that's it. And I'm like, kind of journals with constraints, I think, is where my favorite is at. Is like, instead of having like a long-winded explanation, but just like looking back on what your day was, because like, maybe on the day I got Korean barbecue with Udi, I felt like shit at the end, and like, I don't know, maybe someone taunted me or made me feel bad. But when I think about like the most pivotal part of the day, it was getting Korean barbecue with Udi, and so it's like, that's what I'm gonna write down in my like very small synopsis of the day. And then you realize like, you know what, even though I felt shitty at the end of the day, maybe it wasn't super bad at the end. Poor Scorpion says, I kind of use them to write little notes to myself, or if I'm having a rough day sometimes, it's helpful to just write something like, today is horrible and I hate it, but my egg toast was good. It's nice to find the niceness in little things. But, yeah, some days are just horrible. It's good to look at the small victories, though. I think that helps. Not to discount anyone just feeling miserable in a day. Sometimes you'll just go to bed that way, and that's fine. But it's nice when you can have, like, a small saving grace in a day and be like, actually, that one part wasn't so bad. We don't always have that luxury of having the one small nice part. Or having it impact us enough for us to remember it. But I think it's nice when we do. No, you bitch! You bitch! Psst, psst, stop! Psst, stop! What are you doing? Don't get out of here! I gotta get my frown on for this. There we go. Setting the mood. My cat is so fucking bitchy. That was my cat I was yelling at, by the way. My cat! The one who... Oh my god, this is maybe not surprising. My cat who scratched up my Pokemon binder with my lens stickers on it was just scratching the ground randomly because he's like, I guess he wants attention. Alright, I'm gonna have to start setting a timer. 20 minutes. 20 minutes until the stream ends because my cat... Oh, he's back. Hi. You little bitch. You little fucker. You little needy brat. You have friends! And other things to do. Oh my god. Well. My cat started scratching the ground for no fucking reason. Other than he's kind of whiny and he needs me to pet him right now. I don't want to indulge this behavior. So I don't want to pet him, but I also feel bad yelling at him. But he doesn't look upset about it. I mean, he did... I got him to run away because I threw a piece of clothing near him. And he was like, oh shoot, I gotta run. But then he just came back right away, and now he's sitting on the ground next to me. I'm like, I don't want to indulge in your bad behavior, but I also want to pet you because you're so cute, and you're my son. Owning cats is a fucking emotional trip sometimes. They'll destroy some of your favorite things, and then you're just like, I want to pet you still. Oh, this sucks. Anyways. Oh, he's looking me in the eye! Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave over to see if he'll let me pet him. I love you, I'm sorry. He's not exactly scared or anything. He's just sitting there looking really cute. But I still feel bad. How do cats make you feel bad? And it's like, you're not even sad. Why do I feel bad? Anyways. Poor Scorpion says, acknowledging a bad day for what it can be is so important, like giving yourself permission to say it's crappy, instead of pushing yourself to feel something you aren't. Yeah, absolutely. Like we said earlier, it's good to acknowledge when things are bad so that you can know, like, you don't like it moving forward. Speaking of bad things, like when my cat scratches my carpet to get my attention. But I'll give myself 20 more minutes of stream time. A solid 3.5 hours. Always coming near me. Always gonna jump up next to my computer, and I'll give him a pet. Poor Scorpion says, unfortunately, my cat is not very destructive, but he does get wild zoomies and startles the heck out of me. What? Why are you staring at me like that? Oh, okay, I'll pet you, I'll pet you. I'll pet you, I'll pet you. Oh, you're such a bitch. I can never discipline you. Probably why you're such a bitch. I raised him to be a bitch. It's my fault. Well, actually, that's not true. When I got him from the pound, he was a bitch, too. He's kind of just always been a bitch. He's a needy, spoiled brat. But I love him. And he's just sitting next to me now. Oh, because he wants to get on the top bunk. Okay, you do you, man. I'm petting your head, though. You know, my cat's very destructive. My last one was so undestructive. And then I immediately fucking jumped off the deep end and got the most destructive cat. He, like, shredded my blinds, and now I've got curtains instead. But then I found out I like curtains, so it's not all bad. More than blinds. I don't really like blinds much either, so I can understand. But he also destroys all my doors, and he also destroys the carpet near any doors if he doesn't have them open. He's really needy. He was like this when I got him, I just haven't curved it. So, it's like half my responsibility, and also just half who he is. I still love him for it. I'm surprised, this is probably the first time on stream where I've called him a bitch and been mad. But even on my call with Ursa the other day, the 5-hour call, he did cause some shenanigans. My poor Pokemon binder. I look at it and I just get sad, and then I get mad at him all over again. But I don't yell at him, because the time's passed. But I yell at him when he does something bad. He doesn't care, because it's just normal at this point. He wakes me up scratching the carpet. He'll be like, Dad, I know you're sleeping, but if you could be petting me instead. And I'm like, what? You have a brother, go talk to him. He's awake, I'm asleep, there's a difference. But his brother's like the chillest cat ever, who only has random bouts of, like, being possessed and then getting destructive. But he is a bro, and his bro is so calm otherwise. And he's like, I want someone rowdy. Or Scorpion says, alien father, rise from your slumber. That is him. He's like, Daddy, please. And I'm like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna kill you. He wakes me up like 5 times a night just to cuddle. And I'm like, I mean, I will 100% always sacrifice my sleep schedule for my cat, but doesn't mean it's not annoying sometimes. I just love him so much that he's allowed to be needy and spoiled. And part of me finds it incredibly endearing, until he does something reckless that damages my property. Then it's less endearing. But then it's endearing in hindsight. And I'm like, oh, what a destructive baby. I'm like, no! I need to stand strong if I want this to stop. But then part of me doesn't want it to stop. I'll just find ways around it. I need to get a rug so he can't scratch the carpet of the actual floor, and I keep my door open pretty much literally all the time. I just have a curtain in front of it, so now I can feel like there's a sense of privacy. There's a lot of workarounds. I got rid of my blinds, I got curtains. I put sticky tape stuff on my doors so that he stops scratching them. He has a scratching post too. I've googled it and it's like, get him more scratching posts. And I would like to get him more, but he already does really regularly all the time scratch his current scratching post. So it's like, I don't know, man. I think he's just a bitch. But I'll embrace it. Oh man, I love Lettermans. They're so cute. I'm glad they're like in style or whatever again. So they weren't super popular when I was a kid. But I've seen them more often in fashion magazines and on people and stuff, like in character designs. Oh my gosh, maybe my cat was just trying to tell me, he's like, you're fading out, man. And I'm like, yeah, I actually do feel the presence of fading out. He was just looking out for me all this time. Boy Scorpion says, I have to keep my door open too, or my cat gets so sad. He likes to chill with me as I go to sleep and wake up also. He's a buddy. Aw, I'm glad yours is also a good buddy. But it does kind of suck when your sense of privacy is ruined by having to always have your door open. I'm an incredibly private guy. I like a lot of alone time and a lot of space. So, I'm like, I had to find a way around it, but I think having the curtain there, where he can still pass through, instead of me having to close my door, is good. I think it's been great, because it's like currently up, and I'm like, I feel like this makes it feel a little more private, that no one can just peer into my room while I'm streaming and stuff. It does make the room get a little warm though, so I got a fan going on. Four Scorpion says, Letterman jackets are adorable. Really cute choice for a tiger too. Thank you! I actually have 2 Letterman jackets with tigers on them. And they're both green. Like, I don't know how, but they're very different. One's got blue sleeves and one's got tan sleeves. One's got a whole tiger body, one's just a tiger head. But like, I love them both. Also, one's like more emerald green and one's like an desaturated olive green. But like, I love them both and I wear them both all the time. I've been wearing the dark blue sleeve with the just face on it more often than the other one. But because it's just thicker and it still gets chilly out sometimes. But anyways, thank you for the hydrate. I'll totally do that. Okay, I'm back. No water in my mouth. Four Scorpions also says privacy gang. Yeah, lack of privacy gang. I wish I had more privacy, and I've thought about installing a cat door in, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to live here, so I'm not really sure that I want to venture in that endeavor yet, because I'd have to probably install a whole new door, because I live in an apartment. Not that the cats haven't already fucked it up on repair itself, but then we are definitely not getting that deposit back. But I still don't want to put a giant hole in their door for a cat door, so I'll probably just do that with a separate door sometime. If we end up living where we're living now, like into the summer, maybe then. But if we're moved before then I'll be glad I waited. I think I'll give a pocket kind of like another stripe. And then I'll maybe do like a dual tone on the back like some really fancy vests have, and have the back be black. And this can be black too. And we have black like outer sleeves, because that's a very Letterman-y thing to do. Right now I guess it's just conceptualizing things, so it can be kind of messy. Maybe I'll have kitty pupils, because I think those are cute. And I think the head's fine so far. We're in our final 10 now, folks. Thank you for having joined me so far. I guess I can see if I don't have to immediately run away to the absolute need to use the restroom, then maybe I can see who's streaming online right now. What? Lasso Cat City's playing Ebe? No fucking way! Man, if everyone abandoned me right now to go watch him play Eve, I would not blame you. That being said, he has a lot of viewers, and I like to raid people who don't have as many viewers. So let me see. Who else is streaming right now? So Monogatchi's doing River City Girls, Rizalgia's doing Doraemon Story of Seasons, and Beanies is doing Dungeons and Dragons, and Iris is doing Power Wash Simulator. Okay, quite a lot of great things going on today. What a wonderful Thursday. But I'll probably raid Monogatchi, but we'll wait, because we're still in the final 10 minutes, that's all. So I figured I'd look at my options. They're playing River City Girls 2, I think? And I haven't played the first one, but it's like a beat-em-up game, and I do love beat-em-up games. Very fun. I played the heck out of the Hyrule Warriors game when it came out. Not the first one. I don't really like that one very much. But the one, Age of Calamity, that was a great time. I think it's a lot more, like, polished and a lot less overwhelming than, like, the definitive edition of Hyrule Warriors on the Switch. That one's, like, constipating to me, because there's just so much shit going on everywhere all the time. It's hard to focus on anything. Do you guys ever have a YouTuber or a streamer you don't recommend people because, like, you think that they're... this may be a mean topic, but you think that they might be a bit much or something, or, like, their thumbnails are really, really wild? Revs and I were talking about that recently, and I really like Game Grumps, but I haven't been able to watch them as much recently, because a lot of their thumbnails don't really tell me what they're playing, and a lot of their titles don't tell me what they're playing, and I like to have an interest in what they're doing. But they also don't have, like, if they're doing a series, they don't ever put, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on them. So I never know if an episode for that series comes out, because half the time the thumbnails don't really correlate. It's just like, Aaron really lost it on this one. And I'm like, on what one? What are you playing? Are you playing Danganronpa? Are you playing Ace Attorney? I can't tell. Because, like, I don't watch every single one of their videos. So, I don't, like, always know when one's a series thing or not. So it kind of discourages me from viewing them a bit. And Rose and I watched Philip DeFranco, but she said that she has a hard time recommending him because a lot of his thumbnails are like, I mean, lately not so much, the past two, but they can be kind of cringy. Like, it'll have, like, Logan Paul, but for some reason, like, the editor drew, like, a silly mustache on him and, like, wrote loser on his forehead, and it's like, well, I know he's unsavory, but you are a news platform. Like, I don't really expect you to draw on him like he's in your yearbook and you didn't like him. It's kind of goofy, and so it's hard to recommend to people, to Brevs, because they're just like, he seems less like a legitimate news source when he does that. Yeah, maybe it's kind of a mean topic, but it makes me just kind of wish better for those creators, and, like, I wonder if anyone else has that issue. Like, with really big creators just, like, making decisions that it just makes it harder to watch sometimes. And, like, sometimes I just hope they go back. And sometimes I'll do something that does go back. Like, Game Grumps will number something, and I'll be like, you numbered it, so I know it's part of a series, thank you! But I'm not really into this whole current YouTube genre of clickbait stuff, where it's like, the title and thumbnail aren't really applicable at all. I think it makes it really hard for me to want to watch anything. And that's sad, because I like all these creators, but I don't really watch every single VOD or video of anyone I know, even if I really, really love their content. I'd say the closest I get is Corey Kenshin, because I really love Corey Kenshin's content, and like, I do watch pretty much almost every single thing he puts out. But even then, he tells me what the video's about, so sometimes he'll be like, this is a Batman video, and I'm like, I'm not really interested. And then I won't watch. And that's it. Or it'll be like, here's part 20 of God of War Ragnarok, and I'm like, I haven't started that series yet, so I don't want to like watch him play part 20 of it. Now I know I'm not going to accidentally click on it to see what it is. He just says it's part 20 of God of War Ragnarok. I don't know. It may get better views to be like, he did what with his kid? And it's like, whoa, what is he talking about? And it's like, just the god from God of War, like, smacking his kid in, like, one part of a 4-hour video. And you're like, yeah, I mean, it sure would get clicks. But I prefer it if you just titled it God of War Ragnarok Episode 8. Or, like, put, like, a wild title, like, he did what? And then put God of War Ragnarok Episode 8. I kind of miss being able to tell what the video is before I click on it. Well, call me old-fashioned. It's probably just a old mentality. No, I think I'm pretty good with change for the most part, but there are some things like that I just don't really hop onto. I do upload like VODs sometimes to YouTube, and I try to make them as basic as hell, but I know that's not going to be very interesting. But it's also a different case. I'm not trying to like become a big YouTuber like all those big YouTubers are. I'm just trying to basically document stuff and be like, hey, if you missed a VOD, here you go. And that's about it. It's probably a lot harder to be someone who's actually striving to get really popular or something. I mean, it's definitely harder if you're doing something as a career and not as just a hobby. So, like, I guess respect. Or definitely respect, but I hope I didn't disrespect. Anyone who's got the grind going on, trying to become super famous and do all those, like, clickbaity things, just so, like, because, like, maybe that's all that gets views, is having clickbaity stuff. Like, they didn't choose to be this, like, have to cater to this algorithm. But they just do it anyways, because it's what gets views. And they want to make it. And, like, that's fair. You gotta do sacrifices. But at the end of the day, people still enjoy the content. Ooh, I'm going to do some ripped jeans or something. Because that would look more like stripes. Man, I remember as a kid, I used to love when my jeans got holes in them. Now it's just really uncomfortable. Like the way that the like strings strap across your knees. It's kind of mesmerizing sometimes. I think it'd be fun to like sit and like pull your knees up and like mess with the straps of the like disintegrating fabric. But otherwise, when you're walking around, it's not the most comfortable. But it can be very stylish. Ooh, I only have a few minutes left to stream. I should figure out if we should end on a 2022 note. We did get mostly the 2022 part done. I'll probably get rid of some of the sketchy parts underneath. Like, I don't think I'm gonna do the nose bandage anymore. Maybe I could do like a... Oh yeah, maybe I'll do like a cute little nose. But... yeah, I guess 2022. Saying goodbye to it. Yeah, let's be succinct. After 3.5 hours. Let's be succinct. Okay. Succinct. 2022. It was not good for most people. We all know that. But as we talked about today, there were some really badass parts that were really fun. Oh shit, I forgot to add the cute-ass boy shorts to my tiger. Damn it. Well, you know what? I can still add the boots. There we go. Now I know that it'll be boots at least. I'll do the boy shorts on my bunny. There we go. Now I've got the only thing on the bunny that is completely conceptualized is that I'm gonna have shorts. But 2022. It was bad for most of us. But these years have been hard, and we brush ourselves off, and we make progress, and we grow again. It was also a year of growth for a lot of us, like identifying who we are and what we want out of this world and what we want to become. Sometimes we want to be Tails, but the best we can be right now is someone who gets seen as Tails, and is still kind of Knuckles. And that's okay, as long as we keep working toward the us we want to be someday, and treat people the way that we think they deserve, and treat people the way that we hope we can. I know personally I want to treat people the best I can, and get better and better at that. So, whatever goals you guys have for treating yourselves and treating others and treating the world, I hope you can meet them. I hope this next year is super duper nice to you, and I hope tomorrow we can have more fun working on this piece. But let me see. For now, I will go ahead and start up the raid for Monogatchi. It's not an exclamation point, I've figured that out now. It only took 20 streams to get here. For Scorpion says, the details are coming along super cute. And you're right, I can always try to make better choices. It's hard sometimes. Thank you for streaming. Wasn't nice to chill. Aw, thank you. Thanks for, being here. It was nice to chill. And also, thanks for the compliments, but also thanks for the compliments on the stream. And on the art. Yeah, maybe my cat was right. I definitely am a little too brain dead to keep going. But not brain dead enough to feel very happy at your presence. And everyone's presence who stopped by. And yeah, I think this next year we'll make better and better choices. Last year's one we should be very proud of, that we got through, and now we're on the other side. But this next year we're gonna work hard again, and we're gonna become even better. So, best of luck to everyone, and may the world become better for you too. And let us raid Monogatchi / raid. They have a follower or subscriber only chat. Well, looks like you guys better follow Monogatchi. For Scorpion says, I'm ready to thrive in 2023. May you and chat thrive too. Thank you! That's a wonderful note to leave off on. Let's thrive! And enjoy your time! And I hope you enjoy watching them play River City Girls. And thanks again for stopping by. Have a great day, and I hope I see you tomorrow too. Take care, everyone.